What?
Welcome, fellow castigators, to GasMaskGamers. I'm here with Micah, and eventually Jensen and Tommy will roll around. So,
Yeah.
Stellar Blade. Too much
Oh,
jiggle or just enough?
I think just enough.
Just enough? Great. We can move on. So, here's one. I just saw this article, so it's not in the links below, but I'm going to say it anyway. Down in New York, the firefighters of Ladder Company 11 were flying the thin red line flag, which is the firefighter version of the thin blue line flag, and they wave it over a little what do you call it?
All.
Over a little like placard commemorating those of Ladder 11 who died in 9/11.
Oh,
So, honoring their fallen comrades, they fly this flag.
yeah.
But then a man
As you do.
complained to the police that this was a fascist symbol. A fascist symbol.
Fascism.
And what do you know it? New York City Councilwoman Carlina Rivera got Company 11 to remove the flag, agreeing that it was a fascist symbol.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
Wait.
woman in 2020 voted to strip the NYPD of $1 billion in funding. She is just an
What?
absolute doll.
Have we
This
started?
Carlina Rivera. Yep, we've
Oh,
started.
I'm sorry. Jordan was talking to me, so I couldn't.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And yeah, no respect at all. Not just for 9/11, but no respect for these existing
9/11.
firefighters who actively protect this woman and this man, these complainers. Like, what in the world?
Who is this woman?
She's a New York City councilwoman. Carlina
Okay.
Rivera. She is on
She says
the
that
council.
the firefighting or flag that supports firefighters is fascist.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these people. These people. I don't.
Dude, imagine being like working day in and day out, risking your life in Ladder Company 11 for this dirty garbage city where everyone's mean. And then
And this wench.
yeah, this
She's just like,
wench and all these complainers come around accusing you of being a fascist for flying the
I
flag of you protecting them.
This fascism? Question mark. That one meme. It's like the anime looking at the butterfly. That dude looking at the
Yeah,
butterfly.
I would just leave. I would be like, screw this, guys. Let's, that'd be my villain origin story. I'd become Firefly. I'd just start lighting up the town. Like, all right, you want it?
In Minecraft.
Sure. I'll give you a little fire.
The firefighter turns into a pirate. Uh, what are they called?
Pyromaniac.
Yeah, pyromaniac. I think most firefighters are secretly just like pyromaniacs.
David definitely is.
Yeah, like from her firsthand experience, I think like that's the controlled, reserved pyromaniac who does, good in the world with his skills of fire,
Right.
being enthused by fire. I
But
like
yeah,
that one.
it just Just unspeakably ridiculous. Just these
Are we
stupid,
waiting on Micah again?
ungrateful idiots. What?
Waking up.
Are we
waking
actually
up.
playing Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, what? You don't have it open?
Dude, I'm like streaming a card game right now. Can you see?
Bro.
I'm looking.
I couldn't possibly get your attention on this, could I?
That's pretty gay.
What do you mean? It's not gay.
Your mom is gay.
This
Dude,
Mother like son.
no.
what is
Oh, no,
even
I-
happening over there?
It's not true.
I don't. Micah's playing a card game.
It's a deck
So-
builder
Just being an old
dungeon
man.
game.
This thing is so. I hate this laptop.
Fair enough.
I have broken 4 A keys, and only the A key, in 5 years.
Your pinky has
You
so
just
much
press-
strength. Or I guess it's your
Yeah.
ring finger that
Right.
rests there. Yeah. That
My
ring finger,
friend
man.
has broken his S key about the same. Some other friends have broken G keys, H keys, all sorts of other keys, right? These keys are so thin that they snap so easily. I hate this laptop.
Maybe you should just get a more durable key.
That's
Dude,
not how
you
that
could
works.
do like the wishy finger hold with your ring finger. Just
Plus, most of the time, I play on like an actual, like I have an actual keyboard as well, but I had to do this whole setup thing and rewire everything to actually connect it because I can't connect my microphone and my keyboard and my mouse at the same time because I've only got one USB port, so I can choose one of the 3. It's
Well,
great.
well, tell us when you figure
You
it
should
out.
just get. You should just get one of those ports that have more ports on them. Stupid.
Port
I
for your
did. I had to
ports, if
set
you
it
will.
up.
Well, there you go.
Portception.
Yeah.
So Biden
Ports with
signs a
import.
document that officially proclaims that Easter Sunday is Transgender Day of Visibility. And if you didn't hear about this
Yeah,
already, you're
baby.
living under a rock.
Wait, is the stream active?
Yeah.
Ah, howdy, folks. Sorry for being late.
He's been exposed.
We
We
wouldn't,
know what he does with his
you
A
wouldn't want
key.
us exposing ourselves.
They all know.
Now, obviously, the timing of this was very specific. No doubt about that.
Why do I?
And absolutely insulting, and of course no coincidence that religious symbols were banned from the White House Easter egg roll. Now, some people are confused by this because, of course, Joe Biden claims to be Catholic. But when asked about it by the press, Biden said, I didn't do that. He's just confused. He's like, I didn't do that. You're misinformed.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes.
Can't prove it.
And,
Technically, it was his wife, but
well, he signed it.
potato,
He did
potato.
sign it. So, I mean, I know he's dementia-ridden, but reasonably something he should know about, since his name is on it. And the White House secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, was asked about it as well by the press, and she said that's
Jean.
misinformation. That didn't happen. So it might not just be Biden's dementia. It could be that they're just trying to gaslight us about this for some reason.
They mixed it up a bit.
Like, this is literally you can go on the White House website. This is a document you can read, an official document signed by Joe Biden, and they're like, nope, misinformation. Didn't happen. Don't know anything about it.
That
Like, what in
is
the hell are they
strange.
playing at exactly?
I don't know. That's
I mean,
So
it's pretty confusing.
they're arguing. So they're arguing that he officially did not state that it was Trans Awareness Day or whatever.
Right. Transgender Day of Visibility.
But there's like plain evidence that that is the case.
Yes. You can see it for yourself. It's
Is
an
it like
official
on their
document.
social media accounts or something?
It's on the social media. It's on the White House website. It's there. Saying I,
They're out of the loop of their own.
Joe Judas Biden, hereby declare.
That's how, yeah, that's how you know they have like no power over their actual social media accounts and what they're doing for the masses. It's like, what? I signed what now? I posted what on the who?
I mean, maybe they didn't
Yeah, man.
anticipate how many voters they would lose over it. Maybe they weren't expecting the backlash since they're in the echo tunnel. Like, maybe they're just trying to pretend that it didn't happen. I don't know. It's very weird.
Genius.
I just think they don't know what's going on.
You
They got some people
just
in the
think
back end.
that both Joe Biden and the White House secretary just knew nothing about it.
Yeah,
like, what? Huh?
they probably got like a whole team of people that's just like, yeah, just do whatever. I'm gonna be here, eating my ice cream.
Maybe. I
Oh,
mean, that
dear.
would be pretty weird.
I mean, otherwise they're just lying, right?
Right.
So they're either malicious or they're like super hands off. Either way is bad.
Yeah. It's not good either way. And Transgender Day of Visibility. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I wish they were less visible.
Yes.
Talk about
They're
ugly
pretty ugly.
people. People are like,
It's
we
dude,
need...
it's like the Dead by Daylight character.
Dude, it is. Dude, that was so funny. It
Ricky
does
Berwick
look like that.
is
And, you know, people are like,
epic.
oh, we need to normalize it. And it's like, no, there's nothing you can do to normalize it. Because, like,
just the
sure,
way
like,
it is.
beauty standards shift over time. But, like, there's still some, like, general things that never change. Like, there is a science to human attraction.
Yeah.
There are things that are inherently attractive because
Oh, I'm so screwed.
it's the things that you know, push our natural desire to reproduce. So it's like you're like, there's no universe
Oh man.
where people don't think that transgenders are the ugliest people around.
Well, I died.
Like, there's possible universes where we might pretend, but it will, you know, never ever be true.
Yeah, and you can kind of get like an uncanny valley type thing when you're homogenized. Like you're neither male nor female, so your brain is like, what the hell am I looking at?
What the hell is that? Didn't it?
Yeah. Makes your brain go, ew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to the
Yeah, you don't even
Xbox.
have to be full transgender,
Wait,
do
wait.
you? Like, you can just be kind of mildly androgynous, and it's just like,
What is that?
What?
but not you, Tommy. You would date someone who's androgynous, wouldn't you? If they were goth,
What
if
is
they were
that?
goth, if they were goth enough, you would be like,
I am more focused on getting my laptop up and running.
all right, I'll just
But-
continue to accuse you of unreasonable things then.
You bastard. Also- So, did you hear about the zombie gun law being introduced?
Why?
Yeah, zombie guns.
Is that a gun that's dead and walking around?
It is so much more stupid than anything you could ever imagine. The definition of a zombie gun, right? So, first, a zombie gun, right? Representative Maxwell Frost, a Democrat from Florida, introduced a bill that would close the zombie gun loophole, saying, and I quote, "I refuse to see another life taken or another family devastated because of gun violence." Zombie guns, as Spectrum News helped define, or the result of gun disposal companies only destroying single pieces of seized or retired firearms and then reselling the remaining pieces as do-it-yourself kits that can then become untraceable ghost guns, right? So Representative Frost then stated a zombie gun is exactly what it sounds like. It's a gun that should not be living. It shouldn't be able to operate. It shouldn't be in use, and it shouldn't be able to harm or claim another life, but it does.
Frankenstein
More
gun would have made
specifically-
a lot more sense.
More specifically, they're talking about parts kits. That's what it is. It's parts kit. So, currently,
How dare you build things?
yeah, to import a gun, like an AK or something like Kalashnikov or most guns into the U.S., they come in parts kits. They have to be demilled or demilitarized, and they have to be cut up into certain sizes, right? It's mainly the frame, or it's mainly the receiver, right? It's
I can
running
tell
in
you
the
who
barrel,
else is
stuff
being
like that.
demailed.
Yeah. Or demilled, not denailed. Demilled. And
Tomato, tomato.
as such, there's a very specific requirement to meet this. It has to be like 8 inches long, right? It can't have a piece more than 8 inches long. And
Oh, damn, that rules me out.
in your dreams.
I think they're just jealous for people that have or longer than 8-inch barrels. I think that's why they're doing it.
Obviously.
It's also the receiver, the trigger group. Like you have to demill everything, and then when you rebuild it, you have to remill it, remilitarize it. You have to make it functional again. That's the objective of a parts kit. There have been, to my knowledge and my research, because I only found out about this today, so I haven't been able to do a huge deep dive on this yet. But to my knowledge and my research, there have been no recorded cases of a parts kit being used in any sort of murder, homicide, any sort of crime.
Homicide?
Homicide.
Oh.
To my knowledge. But apparently this is something being pitched because the ghost guns failed. That wasn't scary enough. And then the assault weapons ban failed because that wasn't scary enough. So they just coming up with more terms to try and scare the public.
I heard of zombie knives over in Britain, where it was basically just like
Basically the same thing.
smaller machetes and tomahawks and stuff. They're like, we have to get rid of zombie knives because it's deadly. You could cut somebody.
I believe it's basically the same thing. They're also talking about, if you guys remember back in like the in the 2010s, early 2000s, right? All of the zombie themed stuff coming out, right?
Yeah, the themed.
Yeah.
Themed blades.
That also falls under Britain's zombie knife ban because it's green and scary.
It's so stupid. It's like, oh, that looks scary, so we need to ban it. It's like, what the? What are you on about?
It's never been about logic. It's all about control.
Instead of banning the weapons, maybe you should ban the people who are wielding the weapons. Ever thought about that one, Batman?
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
Yeah.
So give them nothing.
Yeah, I think as long as, I don't know, I think you should be able to build your own weapons from individual parts. I mean, if you're
allowed to.
Yeah.
In the United States, as of right now,
you just have,
which is April 3rd, 2024, so that we don't get in trouble for this. As of right now, you can build a gun from scratch legally without any licensing without getting any serial numbers, but you can't sell it, you can't give it to anyone, it has to stay in your possession.
So I think it's for the receiver specifically or some specific component, you do have to have a background check though, right? Or am I wrong
Nope.
about that?
Nope, if it's
So
for
you can
personal use, you can make it completely from scratch.
So you
To
can
my
order all
knowledge.
the parts.
Yeah, you could order all of the parts because it's a parts
Okay.
kit. You have to remill it. You have to weld it back together.
Oh.
Basically, it only has to be serialized if it is easily buildable. This is not parts kits are not easily buildable. They require Dremels and welds and actual tools that cost a fair amount of money.
There's components.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I
that
think
doesn't count.
I think there is, I could be wrong, but I think there is, like, if you're buying a upper or like a receiver, some word, which is
Yeah.
basically the main component of a gun, you do have
Yep.
to run a background check, and then you can build.
Yeah.
You can like order everything else without running a background check.
Yeah.
But
If you're buying
talking
an
about
AR,
something else.
if you're going off to buy a AR-15
Mhm.
upper, a completed upper, then yes, you need a background check.
Okay,
I think
that's what I
it
was
goes
thinking
all the
about.
way down to the trigger group or something like that. It goes down pretty far in that,
Yeah.
traceability. But for the most part, with parts kits, you don't need a background check at all.
And then somebody's like trying to put in a bill that says you can't do that.
Yeah. And
What state?
it,
What state
they're
is that?
saying it's a loophole or something, and it's not.
It's a
They're
loophole.
really not that. They're not that cheap.
That's like
they're
trying
cheap
to ban
actual
chemicals
rifles.
because it could be made into a bomb or something. It's like,
Mhm.
come on now.
Like I could buy an AK parts kit, right? An AKM-47 parts kit in 7.62 by 39, without the furniture, without the wood furniture, for $778.50 before shipping and handling. So it's cheaper than an AK fully constructed. But they're not really buying AKs. They're buying Dracos and mini Dracos and high points and Glocks, which are much, much cheaper and much, much easier to get illegally and buy illegally. They're not trying to learn, basic gunsmithing, how to use a Dremel, how to, actually connect these parts. That's not in their mind. They're hood rats.
Right. I mean, whatever you try to ban or whatever, I mean, the criminals are going to find a way to work around it. I mean, they're not going to follow the laws that you put down. Like, doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
All you're doing is hurting, average Joe Schmo American man who wants to
Yep.
do some weaponsmithing.
It's not meant to be targeted towards, the average Joe Schmo, because that's unconstitutional. This is targeted towards FFLs who import these parts kits, right? To gun stores that import these parts kits to sell, right?
Oh.
Because if they fail and if they have any issues, right? If they fail to cut it down just right, everything like that, and even if they fail paperwork, even if it's not associated to these now so-called zombie guns, they lose the FFL. They go out of business. So,
I just hate the whole semantic game. Like the specifications need to be blah 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 blah, and then you mess up one time, and then they're just like, okay, well, now you get all of your license revoked. And
yep,
it's just red tape.
Yep. Basically, they have learned that they can't attack the average, gun buyer, right? But they can attack the gun stores.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Where they'll pinch the gun store and the ammo supply, from around the world, so that we can't actually, get ammo and stuff like that. And
So to
guns.
all 7 of our viewers, the tens of our viewers,
Yes,
Actually, we're
be
currently
aware.
going on 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
There's 2 people
All-
watching.
all two of our current viewers and the tens of our viewers that will watch this later, uh, write your politicians, your local senators, and your local congressmen, right? The people meant to be representing you, telling them how you feel about this, telling them to not vote yes on this, even if you are in a hard blue, yeah, even if you're in a hard blue county or a hard blue section, right? Just push and push and push. These people don't have morals and values. They only care about their voters and getting reelected. Use that to your advantage.
Yeah, but they're also disingenuous. They don't even do what they claim they're going to do once they get in office.
Exactly. So push them, fight, and if they vote yes on this, keep track of what they vote yes on that you don't agree with, and vote against their competition. You can't just keep letting them win just because they've been in there before, just because they're the sitting seat.
Yeah, no
Show
matter
them
what. No matter what the state is, I think you should just, do your
Micah,
part.
when are you joining us?
I'm copying over the game, so it's gonna be a couple minutes.
Oh my gosh. Well.
Sorry.
What you're passionate about. No, it's okay. I took the time to do a few mean tweets. It was alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we might be having
I know I hijacked the stream once again.
We would be having an easier time of all this if, Joe Biden got replaced. But that might not happen. So the number of voters registering without a photo ID has skyrocketed in 3 swing states, Texas, Arizona, and Pennsylvania, because these states allow voters to register without allows voters to register with social security digits instead of ID. And illegals can get social security cards for work permits. So you can kind of picture what's happening here.
oh no.
Texas, in particular, jumped by over 1 million. Pretty substantial. The
How
other
many
2
people
states
are
are in
in
hundreds of
Texas?
thousands, and Texas now has over 1 million.
I wonder how many people are in Texas.
A lot. Heckin' people.
Yeah.
So I guess that's all the illegals that are coming over then, maybe.
Yeah. Pretty easy to believe that theory about illegals coming over to be voters once you read that.
There are 30.03 million people in Texas as of 2022.
30 million.
30 million.
That sounds about right.
So what percentage of that? It's like 1 million. What would that be?
What percentage of that is the population of the U.S.?
No, the 1 million got registered with their social security. So I wonder what percentage that would be of the total population of Texas. If that makes sense.
So 1 million?
Well, it would be better to compare it to how many registered voters there are now to how many people there are, and
Oh, I guess you're right.
and then how many of those are registered by Social Security, because that's what the uptick is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean,
40.2% of the state of Texas is Hispanic, with 39.8% being white.
Okay.
Wait, did you say 40?
40.2% is Hispanic. They are the majority.
Hey, dang, son. That's kind of crazy. You said 30 something for white people.
So why should we leave
Yeah, it's
the
just under
border
15.
open? It's so dangerous. Because you will be saving the lives of millions of registered voters. Yeah, so it was something that, sounded nuts to say, but honestly, it seems pretty reasonable that they are just there to fill the numbers and be liberal voters.
Oh my gosh, he needs an update. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna die. Oh, it's only 3 gigs. Okay.
It's everything.
Only 3. So a certain percentage amount, our voters are going to be freaking not supposed to be voting. Possibly.
Mhm.
If they can get them work permits.
Do not
I
lead him
suppose.
upstairs.
Which
I'm
I'm
not
sure the
going to.
Democrats are working on that.
We know they not.
Yeah.
Always working behind the scenes to
I'm
be
sure.
illegitimate. But asking for ID is racist, so
Doesn't even make
keep that in
sense.
mind.
Racist.
Because black people and minorities, man, they just can't do it. They can't get IDs.
That's insulting.
They
They
can't
don't know how
find
to
their
use
DMV.
computers.
They don't.
They don't know
What
how
are
to
they
use
trying
the
to say
internet.
about black people, Micah?
Dude, that's a quote from some.
Mhm.
I think was it Joe Biden that
It was
said
from
that?
a Chicago representative. It was
Biden.
Joe Biden. It was said in Chicago, said by people in California, like actual congressional people sitting. Most of them being,
Sorry.
whiter than white.
Yeah.
These are like actual.
Dude. Yeah, I
I
know
love it.
AOC has said several similar things as well.
Micah's not being racist this time.
That's just
Yeah.
a quote.
That's
Alright.
just a quote, bro.
I should get a
Quote Joe
racist
Biden
riddle.
saying the N word, but I'm not gonna do that.
Not
I should
this
get
time.
like a racist riddle that I'll use every time Micah says something racist.
You could just play
A soundbite.
You could just play the horn sound effect.
I
That's
think
not
the
so much fun. I
boom.
want like a physical object to interact with.
Oh. Like a rubber ducky. Or no, a frog. Goes.
Yes, I need a little frog thing.
Or one of those ducks that go. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They have like an open mouth and they're just so noisy. Get one of those. It's like a dog toy. Gosh.
So
Yeah.
Shoot.
I heard some news on voting that was positive, but I forget exactly what it was. Oh, it was maybe
Did you hear
Pennsylvania.
Biden made children cry because he sniffed them at the Easter egg thing?
Well, that's just.
I know I'm late, but
I don't know what you expect. Honestly.
there were kids in tears because he was sniffing them.
You smell like
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible to watch. It's on video.
Oh. No.
Submit yourself to that.
Oh.
Oh, great. Of course it's me.
But yeah, in Pennsylvania, they ruled that uh, mail-in ballots need to have a date, and
Yep.
if like past the date, then they are null and void or whatever. So
Well, we shouldn't have mail-in at all, but
Something.
that's better than nothing, yeah.
yeah, it's something.
I'm pretty sure
I
my
thought they were
mail-in
gonna-
was used last election.
Huh?
I'm like 95%, 95 to 99% certain my mail-in was used last election. And
Hey,
I
nice to
didn't.
hear you.
Yeah,
I did.
I don't know,
Dude, this guy's
but
cheap.
I
He's
didn't.
camping.
I didn't get a choice in the matter. I
Is he
was all the
camping?
way up in northern PA for college, and I had a mail-in to, vote for Virginia. And I was
Okay.
not about to drive like over 6 hours to vote in
Yeah,
the
I was
middle of
gonna
the week when I had classes.
I was gonna out you for using the mail-in ballot, but you actually used it like how you're supposed to use it properly.
Yeah, like that's 12 hours of driving each way on a random like Tuesday when I
Yeah.
have classes. So
That's good, I guess. Who's I was hoping the ruling was mail-in ballots don't count unless so and so criteria are met, but nope. It's just kind of whatever you want. Oh, you're too lazy to drive 10 minutes to your voting location? Well,
I feel like that's what it is a lot of the time. If you're not abusing it, then...
Hey, don't recover me, okay?
I'm gonna recover you.
I just wish that was clear. Like,
I did not even know you were down. Crap, we're the last alive.
Yep. I said,
Skill
don't
issue.
help me. I'm using plot twist.
Dude, what do you mean, skill issue? I said we're the last alive.
Oh, I heard
We're
I'm
due-
the last alive.
That's
Or
not a
something
skill
like that.
issue
I don't-
either.
It could be, depending on how good the killer is. I don't know how long you all have been surviving for.
Dude, the last person staying alive is usually because they're better at this than the other people.
Or the most lucky.
Sometimes it's purely circumstance.
That's what I was going
and not
for.
helping their
The
team.
killer's AFK. He's just standing there menacingly.
Alright, I'm gonna go find the generator then. While
But
he
yeah,
does
we've been on the
that.
same match this whole time, so... We've been kind of grinding.
The third option is they're terrible at the game and they're hiding from the killer, not helping their teammates. but-
Micah, you have no room to talk.
What? I'm
Really?
super optimistic in that game. I'm just not paying
Hey,
attention.
where are
half the
you?
time.
I'm in the middle of the street. The killer is also in the
it's-
middle of the street, but he's not moving, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, he's moving.
You see, I'm
Just-
on the other side of you.
Just
on the
had
red
to take
car,
a bite of
so
his
make-
sandwich there.
You didn't see me.
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, he's to your left.
I can't look at him or I'll scream.
Oh, he's running up to you. Stick it! Stick it!
He's after me. You better finish that.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, he's still after me. He's not doing a very good job though. Oh, I almost escaped.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
he's just standing there.
Yeah, of course he is.
Almost.
It's right by. I'm right by a door. His back is facing me though, so he's not facing me.
This is,
Oh, now he is.
This is gonna be
I
difficult.
don't see him
'cause
anymore.
I'm one hit. So If he gets me before I get you, then
Wait, let me try to get out.
we're kind of screwed. Okay. Nope.
Oh, dang it.
Which way is he facing?
Can't see him. I think you should probably just escape.
I'm rubber banding.
Oh shit, which door did you open?
This way. We have to run.
Run, Forrest! Run!
Oh, shoot. Oh, he ran right past us. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm going to back that up later. I gotta watch that again. Dude, that was amazing. Alright, wait. Let's heal. Or not.
Ah! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay. That was great. See, it isn't a skill issue. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got out
got
alive.
this.
Both of us. Despite being on our last leg. Okay. So, boy, have I got a story from you. This comes from 2 countries.
Have we got a show for
But-
you?
It's mostly about England.
Hey!
We need a soundbite for England.
We do. We could do like the
Well, at least our schools.
like the dun
Holy
dun dun
bro.
dun 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 dun
Oh.
dun. You know, like
live-
that would be perfect.
No. That, but on a recorder.
At least
Yes.
our schools
Yes.
have a shooting
Oh
gallery.
my goodness, that would be so funny.
What is the song called? I'm just gonna go on YouTube and see if I can get it. My vague searching. Britain anthem.
But anyway, a man from England went to Turkey to get sex change surgery for £8,000. And of course, as always, I don't really like to call it sex change surgery because you don't really, but I digress.
Mutilation.
And
Surgery.
he did it because the NHS has like an 8 to 10 year waiting period on sex change surgeries right now, which is crazy to think about and hilarious.
It's awesome.
So he went to Turkey for his £8,000 surgery, and wouldn't you know it, he had severe complications. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that happens when you mutilate yourself.
I
He-
found one that's so bad.
Is it? Here, let me.
I'm
That's
in the
not the one I was
game.
looking for, but
God save the
Oh,
queen.
God Save the Queen. Yeah, that's a different one, but
that's it. Yeah.
it's still pretty
I
funny.
know.
Oh, out of
Oh
your
God,
game.
apparently didn't save the queen. The queen is dead.
Hey, she could have gone to heaven, dude.
We're talking about the same queen, right?
I don't know what her religious.
Protestant.
were, but-
You know, the same thing almost every English royal has. Protestant.
Yeah, but you know your official proclivity to a religion and your actual relationship with God.
Oh, she did some pretty horrible things throughout her reign. She was not innocent. As most royals are not.
Right. Her personal religion and I don't
Anyway,
know
now
what it
that
was.
we're done with that song, So he got the surgery in Turkey, and then he walked 2 miles approximately through various airports because he had several layovers with an open wound and a dilator shoved into it
What?
so that it wouldn't
What?
close up. And
What the
he somehow
hell?
managed to get all the way home and then collapsed while trying to get a train to Blackpool. Upon entering the emergency department, he waited 12 hours to receive care, as the hospital staff couldn't decide whether he should be seen by urology or gynecology.
Oh no.
What? I'm sorry, did not hear the whole first part of that. I had a shitty recorder in my ear.
He had sex change surgery done in Turkey and is now flying back home to England. And
That is ironic
is
on
having
so many levels.
complications. In my opinion, I would have sent him to urology because he doesn't actually have a vagina. It's not a real one. It doesn't function anywhere like a real one, and even though he doesn't have testicles or anything anymore, he still does have a male urology system with a prostate and everything. So, but anyway, they were trying not to offend him, being England, so they could not make a decision on this.
They're probably also trying to cover their butts, because if they send him to the wrong one, he could, in theory, sue them for,
That's true.
psychological damage for being treated wrong. So they're trying
That's
to
true.
cover their butts as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't understand. I'm just saying that's what I would have done logically.
Yep.
But anyway, he was apparently called male pronouns by the staff. And of course, he acted like that was the worst of it. And he was given a medicine that he was unknowingly allergic to, which caused seizures.
Oh no.
Because of course it did.
Oh no. Of course.
Hold on just a second. I'm about to... There we go. Okay. So
Dude, there's a bird flying around my head. It won't go away.
his flesh hole was so infected. For those of you who don't know how the operation works, they invert your penis and to try and make a vaginal wall, but
And if your penis isn't big enough, they have to use tissue from your colon.
it's true. But the flesh of those parts of your body are like super different, so it's not really anything like a vaginal cavity, and it's basically just a rotting hole, and you have to stick something called a dilator in there, which looks kind of like a butt plug to keep it from closing up, because that's what the body will try to do, and because of that, you will be in pain for the rest of your life. But anyway, the flesh hole was so very infected that the emergency doctors had no choice but to surgically remove the infected tissue, which is pretty significant. He probably had sepsis. That's my guess.
No.
So a very special kind of infected, because they had to remove more tissue than is normally safe to remove from a human being, which of course raised a whole new litany of complications. Or the furthering of previous complications, if you want to follow the pathology precisely. I'll leave that up to you. And instead of allowing the English doctors to finish their work, because obviously they,
This man's life.
he after that first surgery, he needed more surgery, you know, once you save their life, you're not necessarily done. But he decided to fly back to Turkey for the corrective surgery.
What?
Kind of a knee-jerk decision, because, I mean, after
How long?
all, he was a long period of time. Probably was not
But
thinking
how
particularly
long?
Huh?
How long in between them removing all that stuff did he go back to Turkey to like redo it?
I'm actually not
fix it or whatever.
sure.
I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah.
That is such a horrible experience. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do it again.
I'm just going to jump out here and say this. I know, controversial opinion,
Dang it.
but
I just have to tap my generator, but arms went around it.
I don't really
Aw.
agree with those surgeries. But
Just get to a door.
agree with those surgeries. I think they're stupid. But if you're going to get any type of surgery done, don't cheap out on it.
Right.
Don't.
This is something like when it comes to organ surgery like this, it's something you could easily die from. And instead you're like, I'm going to get a cheap surgery in Turkey. You idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Cheap
I mean,
out on it.
you know, I mean, I understand, you know, I don't not, you know, empathize. I mean, you know, I understand that he went through a hell of a lot of pain that he wasn't expecting and was probably lied to about it the whole time.
I said get to a door.
But still, oh, okay, I'm working on it. Oh, I'm at a door. How fortuitous. Oh, it just closed over. Shoot.
Yeah. It's like you're picking the Dollar Tree version of surgery.
Dollar Tree gender surgery.
Poetry. Right? This is the, off-brand, behind the Kmart type of surgery.
Behind, yeah, not even in the store.
Yeah.
No. This stuff that Kmart doesn't even want in their stores. Like, come on.
He went back for seconds. I don't know.
Dude, I
Oh
keep
my
rubber
gosh.
banding. Yeah. And
How's he still alive?
He could afford this surgery, but he couldn't afford to actually fly back to Turkey. Apparently, that's like an $800 flight or something. And so his TikTok followers footed the bill for that, so that's how he got back. And after 2 months of recuperation
Open
in
it.
Turkey.
That's not you.
No, I'm at the other door.
Here. Is it open?
Yeah. He is now back in England and claims to be in good health.
All right, I'm just
Thanks.
gonna leave.
But of course, there's no possible way.
I mean, you have a wound, a permanently affixed wound in your abdomen or whatever, so I wouldn't say you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Was it?
Yeah, no, he's got a open wound that will constantly try to be infected, will constantly be leaking all kinds of fluids, and it will cause him constant pain for the rest of his life. He'll never orgasm again, but he's perfectly healthy, you know.
No more
He's
orgasm.
fine.
Why wouldn't you just be like gay or something? Like, I just don't understand.
This guy actually
Like,
has
if
a
you're gonna
wife and
pick one.
kids, unfortunately.
What the?
Yeah. The article
He has a wife and kids. He's like, nah.
the article claimed that they were taking the adjustment well, And I'm like,
Oh my
there is
God.
no conceivable way. Like the amount of times this guy has like almost died, and then being away in Turkey for months at a time, just on top of the whole emotional damage of it and how much it's gonna confuse and scar the kids. Like, there's no way they're taking it well.
Invite me.
Got another
Just
lover.
telling them what they want to hear.
It's clearly whatever he told in the newspaper. 'Cause,
His
yeah,
wife has another lover.
I just don't.
His wife's
Probably.
boyfriend.
You know, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
this as a Christian, but I kind of
That
hope
old
so
joke.
for her sake. Because, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
His wife's boyfriend gave him permission.
It's happy. They're a happy family. Him, his kids, his wife's boyfriend. You know.
What a stupid, selfish man, honestly. Like, what are you doing? I mean, gosh, I kind of in a morbid way, I kind of want to know the details of the quote corrective surgery. Cause how did they do
He's-
that? Like, where did they take the flesh from?
Maybe his leg.
He's thinking that he could give his wife's boyfriend a crappy flesh pocket.
That
He's
stinks,
just
Yeah.
trying to help out.
stinky, rotting flesh pocket.
Yeah, you want some of this fleshy? Oh wait, no, that's too high. Hey, you want some of this fleshy meat pocket?
Dude,
Like a hot pocket.
why did they make Nancy that flat?
I know. What on earth?
She looks like
she
a
does
child.
not
I
look
don't
like
know.
that at all.
She really doesn't.
Poor Nancy.
Child.
Kind of insulting since they could afford her likeness.
Yeah. So rude.
Give us some proper Nancy boobs.
But yeah, what a crazy story. And on top of it, I encourage you to go to the link in the article below, because of course this man is not even vaguely a convincing woman at all. He's your classic overweight pug-nosed guy with thick eyebrows. He's just,
Gross.
and it's like
Like I said, his wife's boyfriend gave him permission.
like you couldn't have gotten cosmetic surgery before the whole genitals thing. I mean, I feel like there should be a tier to this. What's the point in getting
Also,
your
he
genitals
somehow
scooped
got a
out if you
wife
don't
looking
even
like
look
that?
like a woman?
Remember, they're British. They don't have any taste.
Oof.
Well,
They like it bitter.
Look at what they eat.
there's that. Yeah.
How old is this guy?
Good question. 40s, I think. Here, I'll take a look for you
Jeez.
real quick.
Poor
It's like a
kid.
midlife. This is like the worst midlife crisis to have. Like, just go buy a motorcycle or something. dude.
41.
A red sports car. I mean, geez, something, man.
He claims he knew.
Getting rid of your penis is not it.
He claims that
No, guys,
he
it's
knew he
hip.
was transgender since he was 10 years old. Claims.
Right.
Yeah,
After you had the kids and a wife.
I know, right?
Oh,
Totally.
this guy's stupid. I don't know how he saw me. Who's in the?
Obviously, just a
Oh.
man who can't control his sexual urges at all.
What urges? They're gone now.
Okay, true enough.
Yeah, he has no drive anymore.
That's
Yeah, I
Dude,
laugh,
don't
but
step on it,
it's
bro.
honestly pretty.
There's a
harrowing.
trap right
it's not
next to
funny
that.
at all.
All I'm
It's
going to
sad.
say is, all I'm going to say is, it gets rid of the competition. Of any
True.
potential competition.
Dude, this guy did not. No, he did not pose competition at all.
He got a wife and kid, didn't he?
I mean, I guess.
Must have been really bad competition.
Yeah, I mean, she could have just been some.
Yet again, this is also written stuff. their taste is pretty bad.
Yeah.
All the good things that came from the UK came from everything else but England.
Pretty much. They took all the good bits from America and India and everywhere.
Ireland,
else.
Scotland, France,
What the?
the rest of Europe.
I mean, England culture used to be respectable, but now it's just so sad.
Oh yeah, I mean we're just making. Oh
Shit.
no!
Are you making a bit of
Wow.
fun, a little bit of light ribbon in it?
Oh! Yeah, no. We're just ribbing them for like the food and stuff. But I mean, honestly,
He
like
conquers half the world for spices, decides they don't like any of them.
yeah, but still, they did conquer half
That's
the
true.
world. I mean, they're kind of boss.
They're like, yeah, I want a plane.
Like they had.
Control the spice, control the universe, control the spice, control the universe.
No.
Oh no!
no.
Oh no!
Oh no, bro.
But no, they. But no, they were kind of boss, and you know they had. They used to stand on good values, and were always a great source of comedy in the past few decades, and obviously we Americans came from them, so
Aren't they the
there is a
first
level
pushing
of respect.
like the abolishment of slavery or something?
Yeah, because they just they
Haiti
never
was the
had a
first country to
problem.
abolish slavery.
They never had
No,
a
but
problem with
pushing it, like-
that or civil rights or anything like that.
Yeah. I'm just saying they were like pushing it on all their colonized lands, and they were like, yeah, this is not good. We should like not have slavery.
Hmm.
And then all the other countries are like, oh, it's alright.
It's all right
Slavery's nice.
A little bit of slavery.
Ain't
No
no,
big problem.
ain't never had nobody.
Technically, no, that was Denmark.
Micah, don't lead him to me. Micah,
going.
why? What is wrong with you? Now he's gonna chase me, you idiot.
And then Haiti has a lot of problems currently, but Haiti was the first country to permanently ban slavery and the slave trade. And they did that on the first day of their independence.
They'll bring it back.
So,
Maybe.
well, yeah, you've got you've got barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue
So-
seems like a slaver to me. Just a thought. He does not seem to value human life very much.
Yep.
Where is
And then the first people against slavery, to innately be against slavery that we know of were the Quakers in Rhode Island.
Dude, you mean the oat brand?
No.
Yes, the
I love their
oat
oats.
brand, Micah.
There's a trap near that pallet. Or the pallet that's near me.
Yeah, no. England didn't even lead the charge on that one. In Europe, that was Denmark.
England.
England for
Mm-hmm.
dangerous. Micah, is there anyone close to you? Like, is someone trying to save you?
No, no one's trying to save me. Somebody just got hooked.
Oh my gosh.
I'm about to
dropping like
finish my
flies.
generator.
So am I.
I'm closer though to finishing.
I'm coming for Micah.
Oh, I was
pallet next-
implying that I was going to, but okay.
No, I'm getting chased.
The
So-
pallet next to me is booby trap. Don't go through it.
Thank you. Ah, he missed. Ha ha!
Oh my
No,
gosh!
what the
I
heck?
missed.
What the heck, Micah?
Dude, I'm so bad.
This
I
is
missed
all
the
your
skill check.
fault.
This kill check is so big and I missed it.
Dude.
I'm good at this game, dude.
Still.
Right. Don't let my death be in vain.
Bro, where are you going?
Dude, that generator he just kicked doesn't have much left on it. That's the one that I was working on.
Probably gonna chase me now. Yep, yes he is. Do protection hit for me. Oh! I ran into a wall.
Jaden was like, nah.
This is,
I'm good.
if you think about it, this is all Micah's fault.
It is.
Because he led the killer to me and
Pretty
hurt
sure.
me, so I didn't have that extra hit, so...
Well, Jaden could have body blocked, but he just ran away, so.
Yeah, but I would have had an extra hit point if, you know, you hadn't led the killer to me like an idiot.
But you would be injured and not down.
Exactly. But I'm down, so that doesn't help me now, does it?
No, that's Jaden's fault.
Jensen, why
No,
have
that's-
you not been...
I had to go hide.
Look, okay, I made a few mistakes, but I
I'm
want to
gonna
blame it
die.
on Jaden.
Micah has
Yeah.
made some oopsie daisies.
Yeah, we all make some oopsie daisies.
But let's
Now I
not get all bogged down in the details.
I like how he goes "we" as he leads the killer to y'all while y'all are actually doing the thing. Look, guys, we made some mistakes. It's like you made the mistake.
Dude.
You killed us all.
Alright, so how about more shenanigans from England? How about it?
England.
Let's hear it for England.
Right?
So
Another acid attack, mass stabbing. Perhaps?
Similar.
Ooh.
So a man in Swindon, England, named Fareed Tariq, goes around pretending to be a taxi driver and picking up women and then raping them.
Oh my.
Wait, where?
Not very
This
gentlemanlike.
is in Swindon, England.
Okay.
Let me guess. He's a white man.
Man.
His name is Fareed
what?
Tariq. I
No, I'm being sarcastic. He was definitely a white man.
definitely a native Englishman for sure. Didn't come
I'm
over on a
assuming
small boat.
Tunisian.
What?
I'm assuming he's Tunisian.
Tunisian.
Sure. So
From the country
here-
Tunisia.
here's the big kicker. All right. He's done this before, and
Huh?
this used to be his MO. Is he would go around pretending to be a taxi driver and raping women, and England, as England always does, went easy on him. And they gave him a measly 6 years in prison, and he walked out and started doing it again.
6 years for raping a woman?
Yes.
Well, kidnapping and raping.
Yeah.
Right?
It's 12 years in, it's 12 to 14, I believe, 12 to 15 in the U.S. for raping a child. So it's not far behind the U.S. law.
What?
Isn't it a death sentence now in Florida?
Yes.
In some states, but the average is 12 to 15.
No, I said in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah. In Florida,
That is
but I'm going with
crazy.
the American average.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And it's like, what'd you think was gonna happen? Like this guy, he went down to the lowest depths that a person can go. Did
I mean, it's pretty normal for...
this absolutely, well, I mean, for his culture, yeah, maybe more, it might be normal.
Yeah.
It is not normal in Arab culture.
But like
I will say
this
that.
man is like you can't what's the word? Like you can't rehabilitate this guy. There's like no hope. Like he's gone to the depths. Like even if you can only give him like a certain amount of years for it, you still got to draw it out. You got to put him on probation. You got to, maybe set up for, some place for him to go where he's, gonna be watched. He's got someone he's got to report to. All these things. But instead, they're just like, you know what? He won't do it again. Like, he's lost his humanity, but 6 years,
He wouldn't.
that'll just punch it right back into him.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that again. Like, come on.
Like, what kind
Nah.
of justice system is this?
Fool me once.
Like, it's
shame on
literally
me.
an identical crime.
Fool me once. Shame on society. Fool me twice. Shame on the victim.
No shame on the victim.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she was asking.
Do
for
not
it.
victim shame.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of
Probably what his culture would do.
the U.S., England,
No,
and
that is not
other
Arab culture.
European.
Everybody. I don't know what Arab culture is, but I'm talking about
Typically,
like
rapists get, chemically castrated.
I'm talking about like third world, like the majority of minorities or majority
Yeah.
of
I mean, there's an
That's-
argument it might be jihad culture, but maybe not the official position of the country itself.
It's also not like what the Sunni or Shiite, either main religion of Islam, proposes either. They don't agree with that, to my knowledge, but typically no.
okay.
Dude, that reminds me of a
Alright.
video I saw recently about a guy on an England street. And he just says, like, he doesn't even yell it, but he just raises his voice a little, and he says Muhammad was a pedophile. Which is historically
Yeah.
true.
I mean, yes.
And
Accurate.
it was incredible. It was like lifting up a log and watching all these hidden bugs spill out. Like all these all these ethnic dudes came charging down the street ready to kill this guy. Like it was insane. And it was like, "Oh yes, this looks like England."
Totally England behavior.
They were being absolute animals. The guy is lucky to be alive. Like absolute insanity.
There we go.
What am I looking at here? Oh, look at that.
Oh no. Dude.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sick of the poor justice in the U.S., in England, and other European countries.
So what's his new punishment? Some like slap on the wrist or something?
18 years.
Like, yeah, you'd be alright. 18 years.
Yeah.
How old is he?
40s, I think. Hold on. There were not a lot of details because this was a BBC article.
Yeah.
He's
Like, we
I
can't-
remember a time when the BBC was trustworthy.
yeah,
Can't
yeah.
describe racial.
I remember back in the day when I
Characteristics.
was a kid, and even for a bit when I was like early teens, BBC was like
Oh
a
my goodness.
really good place to like get world
Aw.
news, like unbiased world news that America was just really sucking on reporting on. So I did used to read the BBC quite a bit, but
The BBC used to be quite good.
unfortunately fell
Thank you.
off.
I think you guys are gay.
What?
Yeah, you're looking
We're-
at BBC too much.
Fellas,
Long
is it gay to
ago,
keep up with
Micah.
world news?
No, I think you like black men. I think that's.
All right,
that's
for
I
your
I know
information,
exactly what he's
Micah,
going
stop
for.
projecting. Stop projecting, Micah.
Hey man, they
alright?
said they're looking at BBC. Like I don't.
Oh my gosh.
for your information,
Micah, stop with your gay thoughts, okay?
listen,
Jeez.
listen, guys, listen.
Questionable.
Tariq was
Oh.
43. Tariq is 43. There's your
Okay,
answer.
so there is hope that he will die in prison.
Most people don't die at 61 nowadays.
Yeah, he could get out again.
See,
Just like with those
this
animals
is why
from that
you
game.
carry a gun.
Well, they can't do
They
that. in
can't own
England,
guns
so-
in Britain.
That's why you should fight for gun rights.
Well, they can't even have knives, so I don't.
Hey, we got 5 viewers. Say hello.
Like,
Hello, everyone.
how do you even?
I see you.
I guess do you just work backwards? You're like, okay, so let's advocate for knife rights.
Mhm.
Or is
You
it just straight
need-
to the punch, just self-defense? Be like, I have a right to self-defense in Britain.
You can do one of two things. You can either, go straight for the throat, which is a much bigger step to take, or you do what they're doing, where they're trying to, say, oh, well, we're doing this for your safety, and you do the inverse and you say, well, this make it more dangerous. And you just take it inch by inch and inch backwards.
Yeah, but I don't think they have the right to self-defense there. I think that's
Nope. So you
one of
kind
the
of need to
big
work
issues.
it. You need to work it slowly, right? Because if you do a massive change like that immediately, they don't currently have the infrastructure set up to handle, all of these things opening back up. It would be chaos.
Yeah.
You have to take your time, especially for large groups, which sucks.
It does suck.
But it took them, 30 years to get to this point. If they start working now, they could get it undone in 30 years or less. 20, 30 years.
But a population that's already been disarmed, it's really hard to get back to that.
Yeah, it's
It
tough.
is. But it's still possible.
Population that's overrun. Pretty hard.
I think
to
they should
turn
just have a
around.
civil war.
I agree.
Well, then you have to rebuild from the ground up. Who does that? What's your plan? You can't just say wipe the slate clean
The
and not have
Irish.
a plan to rebuild the slate.
Yeah. I think the Irish should take over.
The
Britain.
Irish takes England.
Be like
Ah!
revenge.
Southern
Justice.
Ireland is just as bad, though.
Well,
They've
there's
arrested
Irish.
people for having, pepper spray, because in Ireland, pepper spray is classified as a firearm.
That's true, but
It's
at least
so.
well, the difference is that
What
the
the
Irish
hell?
people are rebelling rather aggressively, unlike the English who are very complacent. So at least there's that. They also can still have hunting weapons in Ireland, which is nice.
In certain parts, yes.
Yeah,
It's
mostly in the
very-
north.
It is very, 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 monitored. And you can only buy so much ammo.
Right. But I mean, they could link arms to Scotland to get it done. Especially since Ireland's got that new prime minister now. Maybe he can give them all their guns back. They could start stockpiling and just bulldoze the rest of Britain.
Yeah, they team up with the based British men that are actual patriots.
Yeah, they can have sleeper agents on the inside, letting them
It's
in.
And we
doable.
pray the U.S. doesn't get involved.
I actually don't know if they would.
We are close allies with
That's-
the United Kingdom,
Yeah, exactly. But like,
but
weird,
we're also
though.
good allies with Ireland.
But it's not really the United
Like a civil war is
Kingdom anymore.
weird because we're technically allies with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
But
be
technically, the U.S. government's allied with the United Kingdom government, so with the current sitting people in power. So I don't know how that would work. I think that would vary from president to president and whoever's in Congress. So I don't know how that would work.
Yeah,
Well, if
that's
they're fighting for
a weird
if they're
situation.
fighting for freedom and rights and against a massive influx of foreigners, I feel like America would be on the side of the insurrectionists or whatever they're called.
We can't even, come to an agreement in our own country on that. What makes you think we'd side with them in another country?
I don't know. I mean,
So
I think it would be better if America just didn't get involved, but
Yeah, I agree with that.
because
But
then they'd have
yeah,
a chance.
I mean, I agree with that, but I think realistically, it would probably be more on the side of depends on president.
Institution.
Because I could see, like, if it happened while Biden was president, I could see him sending Americans to to help prop up the institutions and prop up the part of the country that he can continue to benefit from.
Yeah, I just wonder if the military would actually do that.
Which
though.
would not be the insurrectionists.
the other thing is the United Kingdom is part of the Big Five in NATO, or not NATO, in the UN. Which isn't very useful for
I
most
mean,
countries,
UN.
but for the Big Five, I think it'd be more present because the big for our viewers who don't know, and I'm assuming Micah, the Big Five consist of the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China. They have absolute power in the United Nations and absolute veto power, which is why it's so hard to get anything done in that organization.
I
you
mean, I
said
think it's
retard
really
power.
a big one because NATO actually stands for Now America Takes Over. So
No, not NATO, the United Nations.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about NATO.
No, Russia and China aren't part of NATO.
I was not. I was half paying attention. My apologies.
Yeah, no, the United Nations. So, would they get involved? I don't know. Depends on what Russia and China want to do.
They want to do your
But-
mom.
Jensen, come downstairs.
Why?
That's where I am.
Why?
Stupid.
I just fixed the generator upstairs, though.
Yeah, I think it definitely would depend on the presidency.
Yeah.
Technically, that's not even a president's decision. That's Congress.
Well,
What,
still,
for
Congress
the
votes whether we go to war or not.
still the administration. So,
Yet again, the administration doesn't have that power. That is all up to Congress. Congress has absolute power over the United States military. They
What?
vote whether we
He's-
go to war or not.
I thought it was the president who did that.
Nope.
No.
The
Nope. President
administration still
doesn't
places
decide whether we
people.
go to war. That's Congress. So during World War II, after Pearl Harbor, we still didn't get a unanimous vote to go to war. We had a single representative from Montana, I believe, who was an absolute pacifist who voted to no to go to war with Japan. So, and I believe it's either a majority or supermajority to go to war, something like that. Snoopy. I don't remember. I believe it's majority.
It's just the president that oversees like a war,
Yeah.
but doesn't actually like.
Yeah, they don't decide it.
Claim.
So, realistically, if Congress says we're going to war, the president doesn't get a choice in the matter in saying no. The only branch that the president can send overseas without permission from Congress is the Marine Corps, and that has been left over from the Barbary Wars, which was very early on in our history. That was right around when the U.S. was first founded, and then in like 1812. Oh, after 1812, after the War of 1812.
We did it!
Yay!
Some fun history facts. Also, the United States Navy was originally founded to fight pirates,
Sick.
Well, that makes sense.
and the United States Marine Corps was founded in a bar.
Yep, I knew that.
All right. Enough useless facts. So,
I like to
Yeah.
ask all my Marine friends what their favorite crayon color is. flavor.
The most
Yeah,
common one is red.
yeah.
Red tastes the best.
I'll be right back.
That's also why Morocco is the oldest ally of the United States. But that's a lot of history, which we're saving for another, channel. We're trying to. But yeah. No. So in theory, if Congress says no to war, the president could just send over the Marine Corps if they so pleased, without congressional approval. But if they want to send over the Army, Air Force, Navy, and implement the Space Force, and then they need congressional approval.
We need orbital lasers pointed directly at Putin's forehead.
Let me tell you, folks.
But
Orbital
Marines are the
lasers.
only ones that can do that.
Elon Musk.
Kim Jong-un should be
Must.
scared.
Mhm.
He should be quaking in his boots.
He should be
tell
pooping in his diaper wipies. His mother should be changing them.
Oh my gosh. So a 28-year-old, physically healthy Dutch woman who is quite pretty, I must say,
Would
has
dies.
decided to be euthanized due to her depression and autism.
Nice.
The doctors...
Is this Canada?
No. I'm getting there.
Take her out of the gene pool.
She's Dutch. That's what I
Well,
said.
she could be of Dutch descent in Canada.
No, I don't mean Dutch descent. Otherwise, I would have just said she was Canadian. She's Dutch.
Well, I don't
Dutch.
know. Yeah. All right. So she's in Denmark.
So she's
Know what I mean.
she's a tomboy.
Right?
No, Dutch isn't Denmark. What the hell am I saying? Keep going.
Anyway,
So she has a bowl cut.
the doctor... No, she does not. She's a perfectly normal-looking blonde woman. The doctors encouraged this course of action, saying, there's nothing more we could do for you. It's never going to get any better. It is lovely.
Yes,
Of course, we've talked about how they have incentives for this sort of thing.
very inspiring.
The woman has chosen to die on the couch in her living room, where the doctor will wish her a nice nap instead of the usual safe journey, because
$10.
the woman believes that she is not going anywhere and has requested a different phrase.
The doctor just has a revolver. Have a good sleep.
She will be cremated, and then her boyfriend will scatter her ashes in
She has a
the
boyfriend.
woods. And
What is
there
going
will be no
on?
funeral, as she has very little family, and she feels that no one will come.
I will not come.
I would also
How
like
does she
to,
have a boyfriend and she kills herself?
I would also like to point out that the Netherlands has had euthanasia legalized since 2001, and every single year without fail, the number of people being euthanized increases by 1%. That doesn't sound like a lot, but anyone who knows statistics knows how significant that is. A solid 1% every year. You can imagine. But it's it's easy to see. I mean, this woman, like as far as mental issues go, she doesn't have a lot of problems. I mean, she's not even like bipolar or schizophrenic or any of the things that can torture a mind. Like, she's got the big sad, which is pretty significant, but that doesn't mean that you can't go and live a good life.
His name is Sus.
I mean, she's got a boyfriend and a house in everything.
That is so weird.
And so she goes to all these, she goes to all these psychiatrists who try all these different drugs.
But you go to a church.
Of course, well, yeah, you're right. I'm getting to that point. And she goes to all these psychiatrists who find, have all these different drugs prescribed. And of course, as we know, the thing about antidepressants is they stop working over time. You have to find another until there are no options left. And so eventually they just told her, you're going to suffer. And they're acting like depression and autism aren't something that you can live with. And then on
Ma'am,
top
it's terminal retardation for you.
and then on top of it all, of course, you have these other doctors who have incentives, monetary incentives to push this kind of procedure, and they're just like, "Yep, kill yourself." I mean, you got to understand why this person feels that her condition is getting worse. When she has a whole gaggle of professionals over the years telling her that her life is crap and everything's bad and it'll never get better. And then on top of it all, she doesn't even believe in any kind of afterlife, so she's obviously godless.
Yeah, she doesn't have any meaning in her life.
And all of this woe is having her basically ignore all of the support that she could have.
Well, that person's kind of sus
in her life.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she's got a freaky boyfriend. I mean, how selfish it is to kill yourself.
That's crazy the boyfriend didn't break up with her.
I mean, he's inheriting her cats that are mentioned in the article.
I will support you in everything you
Mike
do,
Myers.
including killing yourself.
Dude, what the heck?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know her entire life situation, but her mental problems
Jaeden, come back. I'm about to drop down.
are not that bad in the grand scheme of things. And she's got a boyfriend. She might have...
Run! Oh my god.
Thank you for that.
I didn't know he was there. He ran off towards somebody.
She might have very few family and friends, but that's still no reason she can't have a good life at all. There's no reason that she can't cope with this. There's no reason that she should have been going to a psychiatrist instead of a psychologist.
Or a pastor.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I feel like she
You
needs
realize... Wait, hold up.
I feel like she
What?
needs God more than a freaking psychologist.
well, that's true, but I'm just saying, from even from her perspective, there's euthanasia.
Yeah, no. Yes, let's give the suicidal person exactly what they want. That'll solve it.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
it's
this
never
is-
worked in the history of ever.
No. I don't think he sees this.
I mean, how selfish. I mean, even if she doesn't have a lot of people in her life, she's still got her boyfriend, and she's like, you know what?
Yes,
You're not
I'm
good
gonna get
enough
Jaeden.
for me to suffer
Okay.
through.
Oh, he's right there. Don't stop.
You're not worth the effort.
I
So I'm
wonder if she had
go.
money. And he was only with her for, the money.
Sorry.
I mean, maybe, but
Let's go.
if she's got little family, little contact with said family,
Alright.
and living on her own, I can't imagine she'd be
After me.
rolling in it. Especially with the kind of doctor bills I imagine she has. So I mean, maybe, but it's unlikely. But I think the main problem here was the fact that
Oh my gosh, he's
this
right there.
medical euthanasia,
No, that was a corner.
this medical euthanasia is legal and gives these doctors a monetary incentive to just confirm this suicidal person's really very incorrect outlook on life.
Yep.
I mean, that's just what this
Yes.
kind of system does.
Oh, I mean, if you're a medical professional,
And it's
whatever, I
horrible.
think
I mean, she's a pretty, like, physically healthy young person.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
your
reason
number
she
one
can't go out
priority is the
and-
client's health. Like this is like the essence of counterproductive to what their priorities should be.
Right. It's the same spirit as, you know, letting a healthy person remove their genitals.
Yeah.
Like, you're not looking out for them at all.
It is antithetical to the doctor's
What the-
code.
I can't explain it, but I somehow escaped.
Doctor's
Somehow
code
Palpatine
conduct.
returned. Yeah, no,
Palpatine.
it definitely goes against the Hippocratic Oath of do no harm, for sure. And
100%.
I don't know what it's like in the Netherlands, but I mean, it's just contradictory to
Oh, I'm dead.
it's
Well,
contradictory to U.S. law because you can't go around removing parts of the body that are
He's
physically
coming for you,
healthy.
Micah. Yes.
You'll lose your medical
Uh-oh.
license. But for some reason,
Okay.
when you say, "Oh, I'm a different gender," that just makes it okay. But there's actually no clause about that in U.S. law. That's just something we actively choose to ignore,
How do you hit me?
which is, you know, obstruction of justice and all kinds of other nasty things.
Yep.
I'm gonna get up and he's gonna be like so surprised.
Do you remember what I told you earlier, Jaeden?
And I'm gone.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Uh-oh.
I told you I almost got hit by a car because I was challenging the car because I was walking through a crosswalk.
yeah.
This car's coming up on me. It's a government car. It's got a government license plate. I'm walking back to work, and I'm just staring at the driver, and I just keep walking because I've got right of way in this crosswalk. And he just keeps coming. I'm like, he's gonna hit me. Huh. So I stopped, and if he had turned just even a bit, he would have ran over my toes. If I had went to grab a lunch about half an hour later, and he was coming up, I probably would have just kept walking, because if I got hit, I was so done with work by that point that it would have been a blessing. But at the time, I had some food that I was really looking forward to, and I didn't want my food to get ruined.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Reasonable.
Yep. But Jaeden brought up, because what happens if I have to get my leg amputated? And I was like, oh, I'll just ask them to ice it and keep it, so that way I can, grill it, because I'm curious. I'd eat it. I'd try it. It's my leg.
I just left and came back, and I came back too. I'll eat it. I'll try it.
Tommy's saying he would eat his leg.
Yes.
Whose leg?
His leg.
My leg. Like, if I have to get it medically amputated for, like, trauma or something, and it's not, like, an actual, like, disease that, can kill me.
Like if
I'd
you're in
eat
a
it.
horrible accident?
Yeah, I'd try it.
Hey, I mean, if it's not infected.
Exactly. That's my argument. And supposedly, according to anthropologists.
I would only do it out of scientific curiosity. Like, what does it taste like? And it doesn't
we know
taste
the
like
answer to that.
chicken. It doesn't
No, we
taste like
know the
chicken,
answer to
like
that.
they say.
We do know the answer to that. There's been tons of anthropological research into this, right? And the Spaniards did a lot of research into this as well. The human body tastes like pork. So when the Spaniards were conquering,
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no, I wouldn't try it.
Spaniards were, when they were conquering Latin America, there was a lot of cannibalism at the time, and like, well, we need to replace this, and to do that, we need to figure out what it tastes like. So they had people, eating people to figure out what it tasted the most similar to. And it was pork, and that's why so many Spanish dishes have pork in them.
That is very. That's disgusting.
But if I
I'll
ever
log
lose my
that in
leg
things I
for
didn't
whatever
need to
reason,
know.
you guys are invited to the barbecue.
Oh yeah,
gosh.
speaking of pork, I've been eating your ribs
I'm
for
not
my
gonna eat your
lunch
leg,
this week.
Tommy.
Oh, they're good.
I hope that, yeah, they're actually still good reheated. I hope that's not an unhealthy thing to do. Have
They're
ribs every day for lunch.
They're good.
It's just me.
Cannibalism illegal.
Dude, one of my coworkers told me, like, dude, you're gonna get gout.
I don't think it's illegal to eat yourself.
I'm pretty sure cannibalism is illegal.
What?
I believe, like,
I'm gonna Google it. Is it illegal to eat yourself?
Weird gray area of the law, because like no one died for this.
Right.
Like you didn't sacrifice a person, and the person that lost the body part putting it on.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, but I think on principle, I don't think you can eat human. And also morally, I don't think you're supposed to eat human.
I tried
Even if it's yourself.
If it's like a consenting person who is putting it on, because me and another buddy of mine from college have the same deal on this. Like, if either of us lose it, lose a body part, we're going to cook it and taste it and figure out how to cook it.
Yeah, according
the Bible.
Well, yes, but according to my Google search, it is it's not technically illegal to eat someone. There's just no legal way of obtaining it. Like you can't kill someone to obtain it. So it would technically have to be someone who is consenting, I guess.
But you
can't kill them.
But you can't kill them.
Yep.
So basically, Tommy's loophole.
Exactly.
So are you just gonna ask for forgiveness afterwards?
Dude, here's an article from Reddit.
Basically,
laws against auto cannibalism ? I broke my leg the other day, and in the course of surgery, they took off about 1.5 inches of bone. I have been able to snag the bone to take home, leaving aside possible health issues associated with it. Are there any laws that would prevent me from making a bone broth with my own shin?
See, I'm not the only person.
Dude, there's a hitch. Bone broth, dude.
Come on. But when
Holy Father, I have sinned. I have eaten my own leg.
When I
Please
brought that
forgive
up
me.
to Jaeden asked me the question what I would do if I lost my leg, I'd be like, "Oh, I just eat it." And he went, "What the?"
You just did that to him.
Dude,
I did. There was like a half-second pause.
He barely
processed.
hesitated. He didn't hesitate. Just boom. I would eat it.
That's gay. You gay, bro.
Like what in like
You're eating a
just,
man.
It was his lack of hesitation. Like he had thought this out.
Oh yeah, no. Me and my buddy came up with this plan like 4 years ago. Actually, it was spring of 2020 before COVID. We came up with this.
Psychopath.
So
You're
this
eating
thing
another
hasn't-
dude. Just want to let you know that.
Guys, get a match.
I don't
I'm
want
waiting for this guy to be.
Yeah, he's
You don't
still
have
alive.
to. You can just leave.
Man, you gay.
But yeah, no.
Anyway, point is, it's harrowing for this healthy young lass to have her legally kill herself,
I don't know if
cremated, and
harrowing
then
is the right
have her
word.
ashes thrown around the woods without any funeral.
Is it harrowing like an
About as sad as it
honorable?
gets.
I don't know what the definition of harrowing is.
Look it up.
I've
It
got
was like
you.
a
bitch.
honorable tragedy or something.
No, extremely
No.
disturbing or distressing, grievous, a harrowing experience.
What were you thinking of, Micah?
Who the hell uses the word in a definition? What the hell?
Yeah, that's just
What sort of
unprofessional.
dictionary is that? But either way, it's disturbing. Is what it means.
Disturbing.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
You took a shite in the toilet. Disgusting.
So there was a data leak that reveals the paths of over 200 people who visited Epstein Island.
Oh.
This was through their mobile phone data, and the paths can be tracked all the way back to their homes and offices. Of course, we are not the government, so we don't know who any of those people are. I think it's only a matter of time before the more roving journalists start to ID these people, but...
No. They'll start to try.
Well, before
And
they
then
start
they'll
to
have
try.
unexpected suicides.
Well, okay, yes. But so far, we know nothing.
The government has looked into the government's misconduct and it found itself to be innocent.
Exactly. They will create a committee to look into this issue that will do nothing for 6 months and declare themselves innocent.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the community, the council will disband.
And they will get paid for it too.
Oh, yeah.
By us.
Big bucks.
Of course. They can't
Why
be
not?
doing that for free.
But if
Yeah.
you want to,
What are you, a civil servant?
go down to the article from Wired, and you can look at all of these paths, over 200 paths, if you want. And Wired is asking if anyone knows these people, recognizes addresses. You can, if for some reason you know, then
All right, I
you
found the
can-
perfect song
you can
for
submit information
our
to
Britain
Wired.
segment.
Oh yeah,
It's in the chat.
Okay.
Mass suicide?
What?
Sounds like a mass suicide on its way.
I cast 9
It's
millimeter.
beautiful.
What is beautiful? His meme or the video? I sent?
Yes. British Britannia.
Oh, I sent the ICAST 9mm to the rapist. Or,
Oh yeah.
I like that. I like it. Oh, is this
No,
like the
not-
Irish or Scottish anthem, but British?
The hell? No.
No, it's the song Rule Britannia.
Where'd you get that?
No, the
Yeah,
Scottish.
You gotta edit
Scottish
it.
have the thing where it's like
You gotta edit it down
Well,
to the opening notes.
Okay,
it's
Micah,
like a bag
it's
like
called.
bagpipe.
It's gonna be hilarious.
It's called Rule Britannia. What country do you think that's from?
No, I'm saying, is it like the Irish
German.
No.
one?
Irish
it's not.
is not Britain. Ireland is not
That's
Britain.
not what
it's
I'm
not.
saying.
It's not like I know what you're saying, but no, it's not like it.
It's
So it's just the actual song.
it's the United Kingdom of
No,
Ireland and Britain. They are not the same thing.
No, it's
They're
a
British
shitty
You're a faggot.
recorder
adjacent.
version.
British adjacent.
We need to play it when in Britain segments.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's perfect.
I
It
think you should
really
have the
is.
Scottish one.
You didn't even watch the video. Or
This
well,
is for
listen to it.
Scotland.
Oh, that one. Scotland forever. The bagpipes.
Forever. No, we're talking about that.
pretty
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got hit.
It's a bop, as the kids would say.
It's
But no, I personally, I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat for this one, but I don't think anything will come of this data leak at all.
Oh.
Even though it's pretty damning information, because not only because nothing has happened, nothing has come of anything else regarding Epstein, but because I think that the U.S. already had this information.
Oh, 100%.
There's no
and
way. There's no way they didn't think of this. There's no way they didn't have their hands on it. There's no way this isn't part of what the FBI was holding from Congress. Like, this is old news for them.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about again?
The data leak of the island goers.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally not.
I think
Totally
they already
not.
knew, and they're just shrugging, like, "Ha! You just got that, huh?" I mean, it's
Well,
like
yeah,
it's nearly 20-year-old information.
yeah.
yeah, the whole reason Epstein was allowed to do what he did was so they could catch people in doing the dirty deeds and hold it over them.
Yeah,
The whole
it was
thing.
politics.
Oh no, bro.
For sure.
It's because they've got important people on that list
Yep.
that benefit them to, staying out of jail. And by staying out of jail, such as, Biden and numerous others.
Of course it was
maybe
me, not
Biden.
him.
Probably
It's
Biden. Clinton.
always me.
Yeah. But if Trump was on that list, his information would have been leaked a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, it's only who
For
they
sure.
want.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Only reason the Bill Clinton stuff got leaked is because of the open testimony,
Mm-hmm.
I actually believe the Diddy guy, he was another one.
Did he do it? Or did
Yeah.
he did not?
The Diddy guy, what was his
That's
name?
not
He did
hard
it.
to believe.
Yeah, I think
Did
it
he
was the
do?
same exact thing as Epstein. They knew about
Okay.
him and they were using him to implicate people like that.
Oh!
Yeah. Diddy did it.
I mean, you have famous rappers and recording producers all admitting that they knew about this and they knew he was a freak, but they couldn't do anything about it. Kind of sus. Just the same way you have John McCain's wife, I can't remember her name, publicly admitting they all knew about Epstein, but nobody could get near him. But also, but the difference was she was empowering, could have done something about it.
Yeah. Politics. Silly, silly politics.
Silly, silly politics. Yeah, people totally knew. They're both ops, both of them.
Yeah. So
And they just don't care anymore because I think they've accepted everybody knows, but they're not going to admit it.
I don't think he knows where I am.
Yeah, I'll be pretty surprised if anything comes of this information.
I need
Yeah, they know.
Just another thing the feds will do their best to cover up.
Yep.
Like always.
Any assistance? I'm like bleeding out over here.
You'll be fine. Stop whining.
There's a guy in the basement.
I know.
Killer is away from the basement.
Is she in the house with me?
No, she's close though.
Micah, do you need me to help
She's
you?
next to me!
No, the guy in the basement also needs help.
Oh my
But I'm
gosh.
ready to be picked up.
I'm gonna help Micah.
I'm going to the basement.
Okay. Alright then. She chasing you?
No.
Probably.
Now she is. Oh shit.
Go get him.
I'm
Apparently
going.
she's chasing
I'm
Jensen.
going. I'm going.
Go
About
get
to
him,
hook
champ.
trade with this bro.
Oh. 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 Oh, she doesn't even know.
She doesn't
No
even
idea.
notice.
No.
I blend in so well. Come over here.
Is she going to the basement?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. She
Oh.
freaking found him.
Oh. Oh
This
no.
idiot.
He's dead. You only got one gen left.
I can't believe you've done
Oh
this.
my god.
Dude, we are there's a generator on the opposite side of the building from where we are. It is like a tap. So
Alright.
I think one of us should go get it and the other can stand by a door. Oh, I'm next to a door. I'm gonna stand by the door.
You said opposite?
I hear it.
I was more talking to Micah.
I have no idea where you guys were.
He's in the building, I think.
I
It's
near
on
a
one
door.
side of the building.
Oh my gosh. She's near the killer shack. Near the basement.
I hear it, but I don't see it.
Just don't run.
Is it on the outside of the building?
Yes.
Oh, I see it.
Jaeden, where are you?
I don't know.
Alright, now it's half.
I need
Oh.
you.
I'm being chased.
Shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, this man has a trans flag. Orange.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
We gotta beat this guy.
Beat the trans.
Are you near? You're still near a door, right?
Yes.
I'm near a door too. Oh my. She walked around a corner right into me. We were not near the same door. Well,
Coming.
Oh, she's
Micah,
coming
don't
back.
run.
She's coming back.
To you?
Yep. Are you saving Jensen? What's happening?
Yeah. I'm saving him.
Alright, I'm gonna lead her far away.
On
Real
the
far.
way.
Far away as I can get.
fair away. That wasn't very far.
Now, what should we
yeah,
do?
Best I could do.
Fix me. Fix me.
He's gonna come over here. I think.
Probably. Yeah, I guess we should. No. The finish first.
We've
yeah.
already commit. Come here.
Yeah. I'm staring at your butt.
Yeah.
Dude, the camera was so close to it.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro.
She has to be right there, isn't she? I guess I'll go to the generator. You have a life that you can spare. I don't.
She camping you?
I hear her very. Oh my gosh, she's near me.
Oh me lord.
I've got a key. It's a useless item.
Bill. Bill.
Where's that generator?
Run, Bill, run.
I see it.
Oh.
Oh my
Run away!
gosh.
Yeah, she damaged it.
Uh-oh.
What? I'm exposed.
For indecent exposure. Oh no, bro.
This is going well. Nah.
No!
You were not that far away from me.
I'll get him. You stick on that generator.
I have a quarter left.
Yeah.
Oh no! 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 I'm running. Dang, I am slow. I don't know if she's. I honestly don't know if she's still after me.
Can you get me?
She is in the building. Nope, she's going around the building.
She's after us. Oh, she doesn't see us at all. That was surprising.
I don't know where she is.
She was to the left of the hook.
Oh.
Someone back on that gen?
I'm running to it. It's gonna be damage though. Yes, damn it. It is.
Speed it! Stick it!
Stay on target.
Stick it!
Stay on target.
Target!
Stay on target.
Oh! Oh my god! She chasing me.
I'm
Uh-oh,
at
uh-oh.
one of the doors.
I'm going to a door as well.
Oh, she's going to a door as well. I don't know
she's
which
probably
one.
going ahead.
She
Might be
missed!
back to me. No, where's the door? That's not a door.
I have the door open!
Good.
Oh my gosh, I'm
I'll
right next
open
to your
that
door. Oh yeah. Are you ready to run?
Oh yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Did you get it?
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, we left you, Micah.
No, but the other one's fine.
Okay.
Glorious.
Hell yeah. That was good. That was good.
All right. So Ron DeSantis says that when Haitian immigrants land in the Florida Keys, he will send them to Obama's house in Martha's Vineyard.
Send him to
Who said?
Obama's
Wait. Who said this?
DeSantis.
Ah, nice.
I
Good.
mean, I don't know if he's serious. I would be surprised if Haitians haven't already gotten to Florida. It seems weird that that wouldn't have happened. But you know, and I don't
Like,
know. I don't know how serious he is about doing that. But
Like
It's
specifically
still
Obama's
pretty-
house, or
still
is that
pretty
like
funny. I mean,
Yes,
there's
he
lots.
has a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, there's lots of big cheese political people and celebrities alike that live in Martha's Vineyard. So, I mean,
Oh.
whether it was directly to his house or not, it would still be effective and hilarious.
He's also got a house in, like, right down the street from the White House. Kind of sus.
Yep, just a little bit. But sus.
Yeah, well, I thought it was funny. There's another funny thing. Kamala Harris visited Puerto Rico and claps along to a Spanish protest song that's about her. But
Oh my gosh.
she doesn't.
You know,
she doesn't know it.
I gotta admit it. I had a good beat.
It did. It was kind
It
of.
really
was kind of
did.
a bop. And they were carrying
was against
signs
her.
that said stuff like Kamala Harris, war criminal.
You know, I
Other
know
fun
she's
things.
clapping along with it because she's an idiot, but if she wasn't, I don't blame her. Because it had a good beat, you know.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah,
What was
I would have
that?
owned it. Like even once the aide leaned over and told me what was going on, I would have just started dancing.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, "Screw you. I'm
Do
gonna
the Tobey
enjoy this."
Maguire dance.
Yeah. Just start pointing.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be hilarious. Just go full Bully McGuire. Dude, that would be great.
Didn't really do much else but that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. That woman is so incompetent.
Dang, this shit's getting done fast.
Absolute space cadet.
I think my favorite line of hers is the one with the coconut tree. That
Bro.
one was hilarious. You think you were sitting under a coconut tree? You live in the now present time we live in, or something to that effect.
What did that even mean?
I don't know. I also love her the line of Joe Biden is alive and well.
Rats. Oh yeah, it's just unprompted. Joe Biden's alive.
That sounds
and
like
well.
it
Like
sounds
it-
like she
Biden's alive.
kidnapped him for ransom.
Like as if it was called into question at some point.
Joe Biden is alive and well for now. If you don't pay up, something bad might happen. Oh.
I let him away from you guys. Make it count.
And also, can't forget the school bus. People get on the school bus because the bus goes to take them where they want to go.
He laid a trap directly in front of where I'm facing, so you'll have to get me from the side.
Give you back shots.
What?
Yo.
Coming from the backside. And do this generator, dude. Oh.
So it's funny. We've talked about the pain of transgenderism. We've talked about the Netherlands, and now they're going to come together. A 15-year Netherlands study shows that most kids with gender dysphoria grow out of it before they even reach adulthood. How about that? Ain't that a funny thing?
Oh, about that. Ain't that a funny thing?
Who could have seen that coming?
Oh, not me.
Telling me the best course of action is to just wait it out? What?
Yeah, to just leave kids alone, let them be kids. And there's this funny little graph that shows like the average age of kids with gender dysphoria. It shows by gender, how often it usually lasts. Sorry, my notes were leaning against the space bar. And
I guess it's around puberty. Before.
no, actually most is 7 and younger. Because they don't know anything. So they're just going along with what a parent says. Like, oh, they're just saying things. They don't know the meaning of words. Which is pretty interesting.
So the most naive.
Yeah, the most naive. And it
Innocent.
usually doesn't even last very long. It's like the average is like a couple years at most.
I escaped. Oh my gosh.
So it isn't even like, like not only is the best thing to leave it alone, but
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
it's not like it's gonna be like that big of a deal all in all. It's not gonna. You're not gonna have a very long time to wait it out. It's not like you're gonna see your kids suffering and they're gonna become suicidal and transgenocide. It's like, no, that doesn't actually happen. Turns out.
I think you're a bigot.
Well, I prefer statistic lover. Personally.
Do you know that 90% of statistics are made up?
No, the joke is 90% of statistics are made up on the spot. Yeah, that's an oldie. All right, who's getting the door and who's getting Jensen? Okay, I guess I'm getting the door.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay.
He's after me.
I sacrificed myself.
Never mind. Micah is getting neither.
I'm getting chased.
Jensen, I'm going to get the door first. I hope you're not going to be offended by this.
I'll be fine. Micah, if he's chasing you, you better not
Oh,
be making me
weave.
Ah,
Oh, I'm dead.
what the heck?
That was... I thought I weaved out of that attack, but apparently not.
Time to go.
All right. Just got to wait for Micah to quit dying.
I can heal myself. You guys go get him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get myself. I'm gonna get
Micah,
paid a whammon.
which way is he going? Is he sticking with you?
I'll distract him with noise. Hold on.
Is there...
Who's ever crouching right now, he's near them.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, that's me.
Oh no, that was... I misjudged. I misjudged.
I'm getting you, Micah. Or not.
Where's the door?
Now I'm confused.
Mr. Degenerate Knight is healing me.
Did he
He
put
stepped in his own trap.
Run
trap in front of me.
it? Dude, that is deserved. That is so funny.
There's a trap in front of me, so do not step
Get
in
ready
it.
to run!
Don't die. Oh.
Bruh.
He's like, what should I do?
I'm out of here. Micah, what are you doing?
Hit me. Hit me. What you doing?
So there's also a fun little graph
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
that I can send you guys that shows the increase of transgenderism in the U.S. from 2018 to 2022. And the biggest, the state with the biggest increase was actually Virginia, which increased by 274%.
You talking about trains?
Yeah. So, in other words, Virginia didn't have basically any transgenders. And now they got a whole bunch. And now they have the biggest increase. Not the biggest number, of course, but the biggest increase.
That is a bit strange.
Pretty strange. And every state increased on some percentage, except South Dakota, which actually got negative 23%.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on in South Dakota, but they actually experienced a drop while everybody else was increasing.
They know too much.
I don't know if South Dakota is super based or what's going on there. But
South
I
Dakota.
thought that was pretty interesting.
South Dakota.
I will send it to you guys. Where is it? Here we go. And then I will show the audience.
Sure do we?
Come on.
What the heck?
Come on, audience.
It will not let me open it.
Oh, here we go.
It's not working.
Okay, well I'm showing it on screen.
In Discord?
No, on the stream. So you guys can just pause it and take a little peeky peek.
I think you're lying.
No, I'm not.
And gay.
So what is this? Is the go away?
Yeah, increase of transgenderism in the States.
So the darker is, the less there is an increase, or more. Wait.
No, darker is highest.
Oh, dang, we're pretty high in gender increase. Shit.
Yeah, I said
Download
that.
it.
So we got a lot of crazy people. Wait, you're saying we have higher... What was it again?
Increase in transgenderism.
We have a higher increase in California?
Well, yeah, but remember, it's not
How?
highest number, it's highest increase. So they probably still have more
Oh.
transgenders per capita.
Okay. Look at Texas. Nice.
Nice. Well,
They
I'm
did
nice.
that intentionally.
Nice.
I mean, 69, on the low end.
Dude, we have the highest one.
Not as good as South Dakota, though.
Negative 23.
Isn't that bizarre?
That's so low, it's in the negative. That has to mean what transgender people they do have are D.
Yeah, they somehow
Transgender.
got less transgenders than they had before.
Yeah, it has to means the existing transgender people
Like
are no
what?
longer transgender.
Or they
That's
left
crazy.
the state. Either way, it's hilarious.
I'm
Like, how
I'm
did they do
disappointed
that?
in
35.
I'm disappointed in Virginia.
What's HI?
I really am.
Yeah,
That could
Virginia
be.
got...
Most of the population of Virginia lives in northern Virginia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
where we live.
Northern Virginia is always screwing up the rest of Virginia.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm any less disappointed.
What is
No, I'm just
what is
saying.
HI
sad.
next to Alaska?
That's Hawaii.
Hawaii. They have 6%.
That's pretty good. But they're also really small and more
Well, that's a
rural.
6% increase.
Yeah.
So that's probably
We don't
That's
know what
kind
it
of
was
surprising since Hawaii is really Democrat.
But we don't know what the basis was before, right?
Yeah, it probably
So they
wasn't
could have
even
been
very
sitting
high.
at, for example, they could have been sitting at like 30%, and now they're sitting at like 33. Meanwhile, Alaska went up from 0.5 to
He sees
10
you
or
guys.
something.
Run.
I don't math.
Basically, this is a percentage of a percentage. This is a percentage increase. We don't know what the percentage of the population was identifying as transgender before this data was taken.
So,
Right?
so the trans percentage population of the general population's
Aha, sucker.
percentage increase.
Yeah, because you can't have a 274% Virginia is not trans. Right?
No, I know, but it's still sad.
Yeah, no, I'm just explaining this to Micah. I'm not
Oh,
explaining
okay.
yeah, I'm explaining this to Micah.
So a 6% increase from
yeah.
a certain percentage of trans. So like
Yep.
if you had 10 trans, and then the next year you had what? 12? That would be 6%, maybe? I don't know.
10 times.
I mean, that's...
You'd have
your
just
math is
under
wrong,
11,
but
right?
you've got the right idea of how it works.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing, right? So let's say you had 1 million people who were identifying as trans, right? in Virginia, or yeah, in Virginia. It's probably much less. Actually, yeah, 1 million people, right? And then you increase it by 279%. It's going to be. Oh God.
Oh no!
Not Mika.
Mika, no. No.
No, not Mika.
You're
No.
2.79 million people identifying as trans, right? That's kind of what that's saying. We don't know what the original numbers were, right?
Oh, that would be good to know. I
So
wanna see
this is
that
just like
number.
this looks bad, but we don't know what the originals were, because like
Yeah,
I'm
but
coming
you
for
can
Micah.
see general trends of
What? I'm going
Yeah.
for
the
Micah.
state's culture, I guess.
I'm getting
like
Micah.
you could have
Oh
had
my
10
God.
people identifying as trans in Virginia, but now since it's
Beat you to it.
A
but
bunch
now
of
it's like
liberals.
27,
Micah,
that's
come over
going to
here.
come back with 274%, right? Meanwhile, Hawaii could have had, what, 1,000 people, and it
11.
increased by 6%, right?
Yeah.
And that adds, now they're at 1,060 people, right? It is a much higher increase. So it's not a higher percentage increase, but it's a higher number increase. Like there's more individuals.
What do you want?
Percentages are very misleading
Yeah.
in this context without original data to look at.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the article's got a lot of different data, but I don't think it has more data on the US graph. So I couldn't tell you on that one. But I guess you could Google it if you really wanted to know raw numbers. Maybe someone has
Want
it.
to see it raw?
Maybe. It might say who made the graph.
Raw.
You might be able to find their study. Period.
Welcome for that quick math explanation.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, somebody already broke this pallet.
I'm gonna break your face.
He's gonna put me in the basement.
So yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see in a couple years if we keep going up or if we go down. Kind of wish I knew what the numbers were as well, because it would be interesting to see if, because my guess is that Virginia just had a very low amount of transgenders, and now they've got like a moderate amount, and that's why the increase. But it could possibly be that they really just do have a whole, lot more, and they do have like a bucket full. Which would surprise me, but it's a possibility, considering I don't know the raw data. Rats! Is someone getting Jensen?
Not me.
I'll do it. The killer is nowhere near where Jensen is. Oh, nope, somebody got Jensen. Okay.
0.47% of Virginia identifies as transgender.
4%. Wow, that's higher than I thought it would
No,
be.
0.47.
Oh,
0.47.
0.4. Okay, that sounds way more correct. Yeah, I could see that.
I heal myself.
Meanwhile, Hawaii is 0.7%. North Carolina is actually the highest at 0.87.
Interesting.
Then it's Delaware, Arizona. Alaska's up there.
It's Two-Spirit.
Oh
Thank
my
you very
gosh,
much.
please.
Oh, no.
Don't say that.
BC is the highest at 0.92. Still less than 1% though.
Yeah. That checks out. So Virginia had like one trans person, and now they've got 2 trans people.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
And Tommy met that trans person.
Oh my. Yeah,
I've seen
we
a
know
few
that
in
guy.
Virginia.
In a back
We're talking
alley.
about that one in particular.
Yeah, I know I've seen like
Oh
at least
yes,
4.
the guy, that guy.
The guy on the scooter, the electric scooter thing.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Somebody working on that door?
Yeah.
Not this one.
So let's see, Virginia's at what? 7.47.
It is open.
All right, someone's gonna need to get Jensen. I'm healing.
I think if you heal at my boon,
That's what I'm
it will
doing.
go faster.
It's not giving me the prompt.
I think they nerfed it. I think it just buffs healing effects.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
Dude, they are always nerfing the survivors. Like the skill checks when you get carried are useless. Like I'm so annoyed by the way that this game seems to hate its players.
Like, let's nerf everything.
Like you thought you could survive. Ha.
Go, go, go. Oh, what? Oh, he's got... Oh my.
So
Please stop me.
when this one came out, the 0.47 came out. This was when?
What? He got me in one hit? Bull crap.
I don't know when this article came out with the 0.47%, but basically there were 40,814, about 40,814
You good, nerd?
transgenders in the state of Virginia.
Did you say 20?
How many? What'd you say?
40,814.
Oh.
When this came out, I don't know whether this came out this year or after, Jaden's chart or before.
Yeah, and you always gotta wonder, like, how many of those are just like kids with gender dysphoria, and that is the label that they're putting on themselves to fit in a high school better, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything. You know, like there are girls like with pixie cuts who are non-binary who'll be like, I'm transgender, even though it's like, no, that doesn't clock at all. I mean, no one's really transgender, but you understand what I mean. Like,
Yep.
it's just words,
Even
not
even the
indeed.
broadest, even the broadest definition of transgender.
Like, you gotta
and
be a
there's only
gross
like
dude in a dress if you want me to accept it. Like, put in a little effort.
there's only like 40,000. It's like, what the heck? We're catering to these people.
Yeah, 40,000 is higher than I think it should be. Because I think if you cut out non-binary, then you're gonna lose most of those. Because I mean, it's anecdotal evidence, but I've seen maybe like a grand total of 3 that are like actual like dudes with wigs and dresses.
Go to Starbucks.
You know what I mean?
Yep, there are 1,666,500 transgenders in the United States, making up 0.5% of the population.
Could you repeat that?
There are 1,666,500 transgenders living in the United States as a whole. They make up a total of 0.5% of the national, population.
And they're causing all the problems.
So they're doing their absolute hardest to bend over for 0.5 of the
I
population.
think this is the same as 50% of the
Most of
violent crime. I
whom-
think we know what we need to do.
Most of whom are just confused, non-binary teenagers, and
Who are
uh,
chronically on the internet.
and adults who just want victim points.
There are over 333 million people living in the U.S. We are the third most populated country in the world.
Yeah, so you gotta imagine 0.5, and that number's, lower than it's actually presented. It's kind of ridiculous that anyone is listening.
This is actually not including bisexual. This is 100% trans.
What's the
people.
difference?
Wait, what does bisexuals have to do with anything?
I thought you said you brought up bisexual. Or was it by the way? It's 0.5% of the United States population,
Oh, great,
and
we're all
most
here.
of this comes from.
Everybody loves you so
most
much,
of-
Micah.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
But again, most of this comes from California and deep blue states. Like North Carolina is abnormally high at 0.87%, but yet again, these are percentages. You have to take into account population density, right? So even though California is at 0.49%, it being the most populated state in the U.S.,
Jaeden, is he around you?
Yeah.
it's going to have a lot more transgenders by just
chasing me.
sheer number. So, yeah, yet again, another failure of just showing percentages. But
He's not chasing you anymore, Micah.
I'm trying to get him to drop it.
He
Oh,
keeps
I can't
spinning
do it.
around. He's dancing, he's dancing.
Oh, that was a fail.
Dang it.
Look, all I'm saying is... No, I'm not gonna say that.
do it. Don't get us banned.
Well,
I was gonna quote yay.
part of
but,
the Netherlands study,
can't
which I
do that.
find interesting.
I think what Tommy says still stands. Don't get us banned.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, this is all about identity because part of the Netherlands study is that only 1 in 6 transgenders actually get any kind of surgery.
Right. They're not serious.
Which is interesting. Most people, cite finances, but in the U.S., on almost any insurance, you could basically get that for free. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Dang. Yep, this
I'm
is
gonna
all.
trade you, Micah.
Yeah. Oh. What?
What
I didn't even know that was possible. What the heck?
is a special move?
So
And he charges up.
trying to figure out how many people are transgender worldwide is tough. How much?
Exists.
Yeah, but taking the higher end of the percentage, which this article throws out 2%, which is abnormally high in my opinion. Even at that 2%, and this is the world's population, by the way, that's 162 million. Oh, sorry. What? 162,017,136 people that are transgender. Mind you, the world population is over 8.1 billion people. Billion.
Sounds about right.
And for the viewers out there that think, that's not that big of a difference, it's massive. Because like a million seconds is like, right around 11 days or something like that, right? A billion seconds is 32 years.
His special lasts way too
quite a bit.
long. Not fair.
That is a huge difference.
Yeah. It's hard to pinpoint also like you guys were talking about.
Well, I'm gonna
because
die.
At the end, there's no like,
That
there's no hard study you can do because it's all subjective identity.
that generator in the corner is almost done.
By the way, that percentage does include that second percentage with the 2% does include non-conforming, non-binary. So this one does. All right.
That would make a little bit more sense.
So
But
Oh
all,
my God.
all this is on subjective identity, so you're not gonna have, like
Said the one in the corner.
the most accurate kind of number because it's all in their mind, bro. I mean, I guess sexual proclivity is like an actual thing, so you could claim like gay or whatever, but
Yeah.
transgenderism and non-binary, all gender pronoun stuff is all just craziness.
Yep.
Pretentious
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, just to make you feel special.
Times it feels
It's
Oh,
special.
that
Quite
guy
stupid.
escaped.
I want to be affirmed.
Yep. That is me doing the math, and I'm sure if one of my friends from the
2%.
college sees this, he will correct me in my math that I might have done something wrong. But
2% of the world's problems are causing the world's problems right now.
it's an estimated 1 to 2%, and I went with the higher number.
Riddle
Or
thee
worst
this,
case.
Batman.
So it is quite wild. You're
think
welcome
they
for
need-
the math.
I got him.
I think they,
Who's
if you're actually,
0.5% of the population and 70% of school shootings?
I think that statistic is higher now, but
Oh, is it?
I think it's over 70%. I think it's over 70% for just mass shootings in general.
Ah, jeez.
It's great.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, that reminds me, I actually, there was another study I saw. I do not have it in the links, but I read it earlier today. It was a study done in Japan by a woman. She wanted to see if penis length actually had anything to do with, like there was any correlation between hand and foot size. Of course, there isn't, but there was a correlation between penis length and the length of the nose.
what is that even? What?
The bigger the nose, the bigger the schlong.
The protrusion.
It was actually kind of, the statistics on it are kind of funny.
And I've got that eagle nose.
I don't think any of us
Eagle
have
penis.
a small nose.
Protrusion algorithm. I got a pretty decent sized
Yeah.
nose.
I think Micah has the smallest nose of all of us, but even then, that one's not small.
Well, y'all have big heads, so that's
think-
not fair.
I do not have a big head. Jensen's the one with the
Yes.
big head.
I've got
I tried
that
on
big
both
head
yours
to
head.
store all of that knowledge.
That's okay.
Huh?
Although that doesn't correlate to brain size
No.
Yeah.
at all.
It's
If that was the
wrinkles.
case, women would be stupid. Or
It's all about wrinkles. The more wrinkly the brain is, the more synapses and storage you have realistically. The more surface area your brain has.
My brain looks like a man who's been
man's balls.
like a man who's been smoking for 70 years. So
A
many
man's
wrinkles.
balls has been smoking.
You wouldn't believe. Yeah, his balls have been smoking for 70 years. Chain smoking.
I was going to say it looks more
5
akin
packs
to
a day.
bowling ball, but okay.
How did you know about the holes?
I escaped.
Huzzah.
I'm good at that.
Bravo.
You don't want to know where he intake that smoke. It's best you do not know.
Yep.
80-year-old man's.
All right. Last article of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Let me just queue up my next character first.
There are only two genders.
That's right.
No. There are only two sexes.
What? But gender refers to sex.
How dare you, Micah?
Such a big.
Bigot!
Anyway,
What the?
the Japanese Communist Party is planning to file a formal complaint to the UN about sexy women in manga. Because the Communist Party of Japan is no fun at all. And they have a list of media that is quite rigid. It even includes various shonen, such as the likes of One Piece.
They don't like One
So
Piece,
the
bro.
Japanese Communist Party thinks that the women in One Piece are just too damn sexy. What are they doing?
They want
So
equity
there's
in their beauty standards, I guess. I don't know. It's a nice midriff, though. Bring back the midriff.
They're writing the UN?
They're writing to the UN to complain about it. Mom! I don't have
What is the
power in my
UN
own
going to do?
country.
We need to
What
ban
is the
these
U-
things.
What do they expect the UN to do? The UN can't even stop genocide. How are they going to censor this?
The UN's gonna call him up and be like, could you stop publishing One Piece?
Oh, yes. That ain't happening. Like,
Like,
what?
tone down the sexuality.
Japan's gonna be like, it's a little too lucrative, so
No?
no,
No.
no,
Huh?
no. I just these people.
So how? I don't understand how there's a communist party in Japan. Like, is that
There's a
official?
communist party in every country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All countries have it. They're like anuses. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
And yeah, the Communist Party of Japan just has absolutely no power. They're like libertarians, but even more
Hey.
sad. And
Yeah, but is he wrong, Tommy?
and
Is
Hey,
he
we have
though?
actually gotten libertarians in Congress, thank you very much.
Okay, still though.
We had some say.
We're
We
not
have had more
saying it's a good thing. We're just saying
all liberals.
It's a fact.
that's just
We have
how it
got-
is, man.
We have gotten into political positions, unlike the Japanese Communist Party.
Dude, I just love how like it's unfortunate that
That was Jaden getting back at Tommy.
it's unfortunate
the
that
Disney
conservatism
thing, probably.
It's interesting that conservatism is so uncool because on the flip side, it's a rather good thing that the communists are so ridiculously uncool. Cuz they're constantly crying out like the boobs are too big.
Yeah,
Sydney
they're almost
Sweeney
as
and Margot
uncool as
Robbie
Matt
are
Walsh.
mid. You can't play Stellar Blade. It's got the male gaze. Oh!
I think you can have prudence in discerning sexual conduct in media without being super prudish or super liberal, where you're kind of poisoning the minds of the youth. So
Right. Right.
definitely,
Why is it always me that gets hit first? I swear.
it is definitely a
Is it a skill issue?
not a black and white thing. But yeah, now the leftists are like super prudish. It's really weird.
But also not, because they want to legalize sex work.
I know this freak.
They're so
Dude.
annoying.
I don't understand. Can we just like respect women, but like not just drop all rational thought and follow them? Like, come on.
Right. Like I was while Tommy was going on and on, I was doing a bit of the old mean tweeting, and one of the things I saw was someone posted pictures of this very tiny bikini on various women, and they're like, if this turns you on, then you know you've got, like, there's something wrong with your head. And I was like, so men just aren't allowed to be, like, men aren't allowed to be turned on by naked women? Like, what reality are you living in? Exactly.
If you're straight, then there's something wrong with you.
Like,
Then
Like-
yes, there's
No.
something wrong with me, and I'm okay with that.
That's just the natural order of things.
Yeah,
as a
man.
like as a Christian, you know, like, obviously I think that men shouldn't, you know, lust after women and this
You
and
can
that,
respect
but
the figure, though.
I'm not gonna take away, like, the responsibility of the
Yeah.
woman.
I mean, you
There's
can respect a woman's figure, like, you know what I'm saying? Just not like, don't go overboard with it.
There's
Just like a
better
man.
ways. Yeah.
And I see stuff like this all the time, where women being promiscuous is never women's fault at all. Like, though, like, if you go on, like, a modern day beach, and this wasn't how it was when I was a kid, like, everybody got their butts out. Everybody's got that microkini, everybody's got that thong, and they do it for attention. Like, there's this other Reddit post that kind of, like, ticked me off.
What?
Where
How did you know?
Where it was like, oh, my husband is being an a-hole. Or, no, it was from the husband's perspective, actually. Where it was sort of like an am I the a-hole kind of thing. Where he's like, I told my wife that I thought the tiny bikini was, you know, maybe uncomfortable, but also I want her to feel comfortable and confident. And it's like, what? She's your wife. Why does she need to show her naked body to strangers in order to be validated and feel beautiful? Like, in what world is that right? And so,
Yeah.
on one side of things, like, it's the disgusting men going around and even thinking about women. That's a problem.
How dare they?
But then at the same time, the women admit up and down, left and right, that it's to show off to everyone in the vicinity. And so you're not allowed to look or think about it or be straight in any way. But also, look at me!
Look at me!
I need to feel beautiful! Look at me! Like,
That
why,
is the nature of woman.
Why do they listen to people? Why do we give them the time of day? Like, get out of town. You just suck.
The nature of women be like, contradicting. Oh. He sees too much.
It annoys me.
I think we should. Find seating arrangements for women. Find housing arrangements.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ah,
I think we should bring back asylums for idiots. How about that?
I think we should bring back asylums for women.
ah.
Women who act kind of kooky, kind of quirky.
But anyway, I'm not advocating for like the over-sexualization of women, but something I'm seeing a lot is people be up in arms about women just looking attractive and existing, and that being seen as over-sexualization. And that's rarely ever accurate. Crap, not
Whoever's
again.
walking near me, he sees you.
Yeah, I know. Crap.
I'm being saved. Don't worry about me.
So it was like, I mean, you know, like I joked at the beginning of the podcast, but I have, I had kind of mixed feelings about Stellar Blade because, you know, the jiggle physics are egregious. They're not perfectly realistic. They're just a little bit over the edge.
Lead him
What?
far away, Micah.
But I did say
I pressed
today,
the wrong button.
Micah.
but I did see,
That I saw that.
I did
That
see
was sad.
today that everyone has been sharing very curated parts of Stellar Blade. You are given an outfit from the beginning. Okay, you can wear clothes in the game, and if you don't, you die constantly.
You can not have clothes on.
Yeah, you could take your clothes off in Stellar Blade because she's a robot, and so I mean,
Wait, what's
like
the
if
rating
you,
on
like
it?
if you take her clothes off, she's
She's
naked.
mannequin?
She's naked, but she's not. Yeah, she's like a Barbie. She doesn't have any detail. But
Yeah, it's like that anime,
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and so it looks very provocative because she's jiggling all over the place, and it's all flesh. But
So is it M rated?
I'm sure it is.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's
then I don't
actually.
really have that much of a problem with it.
Jeez, Micah.
But my point.
We get it. You want to play the game.
My
I mean,
it's PlayStation 5 only for right now.
no.
I know, because I saw
God.
Drinker playing the demo, and I was like, "Ooh, I'll play the demo too. That might be fun." And then I couldn't. Anyway, but my point was, I am less on the fence about the game because it is an active choice to be a freak, and if you choose to be a freak, you get pretty heavily punished for it by the game. So it's not as bad. It's still a little weird, but when the character is closed, you know, she doesn't look that different from like Bayonetta, and there's nothing wrong for her to just be curvaceous.
Well, she's modeled from a real woman.
Yeah, she's modeled after a real person who
And
exists.
everybody's like, this is unnatural.
Like, they're all saying it's unrealistic, but that's
This is unrealistic.
that's factually incorrect.
Like, woman, what are you saying?
Right.
This is literal woman. Woman be like,
So it's fine. It was all fine in the end, and everybody was just making a controversy by
being jealous.
leaving out information and being jealous and all kinds of things together that were ridiculous.
Yeah, we can only have sexualization if it's gay.
Right. I absolutely hated that about Capcom is they were banning mods that made like actually slightly provocative. Like, they were just not bad at all. And they were like, oh, we had to ban this. This is terrible.
This is horrible.
And
Ah no,
then
this is
there was someone
horrible.
who literally came out with this mod where Leon he's got his huge schlong out and he's in BDSM gear.
What the hell?
And everyone's like, oh, this is amazing and wonderful. And people were writing articles about it. And, oh, it's so queer. It's great. And Capcom didn't do anything about it.
Why is it queer? What?
Because of the kink stuff.
It's queer
he's-
because
He's
it's a
straight
naked
though.
guy. That's pretty much why.
Yeah, I know. We
Dang.
all know that. You're trying to
Well,
put logic on it. Don't do that.
I mean, I would
I
get it.
don't.
I would get it
Yeah.
more if it was like illegal, like slightly illegal material or something like that. But I mean, it's just mods. Like, you should be able to do whatever, as long as it's
But
legal.
yeah,
right?
just like with a lot of game communities, modding is pretty common in the Resident Evil community, especially for skins. Because in the original games, there are
Yoichi
usually
gang.
different outfits that you can choose from. And so people often make mods of like other characters. So you could be Chris in Resident Evil 4 if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you could do that, and they should be allowed to. And now Capcom's like, oh, we're going to try to ban mods from now on. And it's like, you idiots. Nobody will play your game because gamers don't tend to bend over. Like these are the people who endure the most hateful chat ever. They'll just say screw you too.
Yo, man, that's what I want. Oh,
Oh, okay.
It's pretty stupid. But the worst thing about them banning
Kill
mods
gang.
for Resident Evil 4 was that nobody finished doing a voice mod for Ada. That was very unfortunate.
no wrong.
Because it's like the one thing that everyone hates about that game is Ada's voice.
What's wrong with their voice?
They replaced it because,
Really
like,
bad.
like
Really
Ada has
monotone.
pretty much always been played
Really
by
sexy.
a white woman, even though she's Asian, because they go after really stereotypical sexy voices for Ada. And try and like get the sort of, sorry, I was distracted by that picture of Tommy. Anyway, that's
I know.
the sultry performance of the original Ada. And
Jaeden. Ada, not Ada. Jill gang.
Jill Gain? Oh wait, hold on.
Jill gang.
Shoot.
Yo. Oh my gosh,
You got room for one more?
where was this from? Are you the time wizard that we were waiting for?
Anyway,
Dun, dun, dun.
but of course they couldn't have a white woman playing her, which I thought was a spit in the face to the person who played her in the last game, who obviously deserved to come back and play the character again. But also, the person that they chose to cast was the person who played her in the after credits scene of that last Resident Evil movie that flopped in the box office.
Really bad.
Which is the weirdest choice ever. Like, she was just some random Asian actress they got for the after credit scene. And she is just absolutely terrible in the role. She sounds bored in some scenes, robotic in others,
Monotone.
distant, just Like she just absolutely blew it, ruined it. And people petitioned pretty hard to get her replaced, but it unfortunately never happened.
So it's the old
And
you're
she's
racist unless you cast a minority to play the minority.
right, which is horribly racist because it implies that race goes more than skin deep. It's a terrible thing.
Hmm. So basically, they're retarded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And somebody didn't mod a sexy voice on her
Right.
and Big Sad.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Dude, you should do that.
Well, I can't now.
Why not?
I told you Capcom has banned mods for their games.
What? They banned all their mods?
Yeah.
Can you do like third party?
I'm sure there's a way around it. I don't know in what way they're blocking mods.
Are you talking about
So-
Steam mods?
On any platform. I'm not sure how they're do it. I'm sure there's a way around it though. Like everything else, but you probably have to know a thing or two to make it happen. I'm sure it's
So-
difficult.
The Resident Evil
Do
games
some
don't have mods
code
anymore.
or something. But anyway, so that's gay. I think that's all the time we have for today.
So anyways, that's gay.
If you made it this far, comment.
Something wrong.
Sure.
Something wrong.
Bang ding.